Good afternoon, how are you doing? This is over and over again. My name is Richard. This is Matchday Live. What a game we have got for you today. Chelsea women against Arsenal from Stamford Bridge. It is the leaders against the team, well, second place, although technically third at the moment with a game in hand. This is going to be something quite special, isn't it? So let's have a look and see how it goes. So what a game we've got for you today. The biggest game of the season and a win for Arsenal. Wow, that would be quite sensational, wouldn't it? That would cut that gap at the top to just 4 points. And who would have thought that? You know, we were 10 points behind Chelsea when Rene took over. If we end the day today 4 points behind them, well, that would be quite a turnaround, wouldn't it? We are really looking forward to this. But what is a team that that Rene has picked today? This is how we line up then. So in goal it is Daphne Van Domselaar, back four, Emily Fox, Leah Williamson, Steph Catley and Katie McCabe as expected. In midfield, captain Kimmy Little alongside Kyra Cooney-Cross. Then Mariona Caldente is playing in the number 10 role. And then the front three is Beth Mead, Caitlin Ford, and of course, Leslie Russo, who is in great goal-scoring form at the moment. On the bench then for Arsenal, Manu Zinsberger, Lotta Wubermoy, Leah Cadena, Laura Veenreuter, Katie Reid, Leah Volti, Frida Marnham, Rosa Kafaji, and of course, Stina Blackstenius. For Chelsea then, this is how they line up for this game. Hannah Hampson is in goal. Their back four is Lucy Bronze, Millie Bright, Natalie Bjorn and Neve Charles. In midfield it is Soika Nuskin, Erin Cuthbert and Joanna Wrighting Canarid. And their front three is Caterona Macario, Sandy Baltimore and Mayra Ramirez. On the bench then for Chelsea's goalkeeper Zakuri Mazakovic, Ashley Lawrence, Mayers Mpoma, Vika Kaptan, it's Oriane Jean-Francois, it is Maiku Hamano, Guru Wrighton, Lauren James and Aggie Beaver Jones. Wow, what do we make of that lineup then? Pretty much full strength, isn't it, for both teams? I suppose, okay, Chelsea, you could say Lauren James and Guru Wrighton may well be in there first 11, but then we've got some quality on the bench as well. This is going to be a great game, isn't it? Let's be honest. It is going to be a great game. Ryan is with us. Let's sock it to him indeed. Of course, let's hope we've got the right socks on today, this time, after what happened last year, of course. Grat says, I'll see if I can catch the game. Otherwise, I'll be joining you. Join us anyway, my friend. Greg says, afternoon all. Indeed, good to see you. Dean's with us as well. How are you doing? Greg says, team looking good, but I don't think we've got any real game changers on the bench. Yeah, I kind of agree to a certain extent. Obviously, Stina can change a game. She's always liked to get a goal. She's got a great goal-scoring record against Chelsea. I mean, Rose is a bit unpredictable. I know she didn't have a great game the other night, but she's unpredictable. So you can say that maybe she could change a game positively. Frida, obviously, is good for a goal. And Leah Volti, of course, if we need to change it to get more control in midfield, she's able to do that. So we do have game changers, maybe not match winners as such, or not too many of them. I think Stina's the one, and Frida that can come off the bench and maybe change the game in terms of getting goals or helping us get goals. You know, Chelsea maybe have more, but when you look at it, they've only really got Guru Wright and Lauren James. I would say that those two are their two game changers. So they're not really, it's not really much different, is it? I wouldn't say. Obviously, Chelsea have got the experience of winning all the big trophies in recent years. But then we've got a great record, haven't we, against them certainly in the cup finals. You know, we've beaten them a few times in the WSL, and you know, we just need to put in a performance today, don't we? And you know, there's not going to be much in it. I don't think there's much doubt about that. You know, they beat us at the Emirates, but we know what we was going through a few issues at that time, as we know. Obviously, Jonas resigned in there a couple of days later after that game. So it's a different Arsenal side now. A much more confident Arsenal side now. We're much more solid defensively now. And Mariona is going to be key for us today, isn't she? She's playing in a more central role by the look of it today, which is going to be good. She can get on the ball more and she can dictate the play and create. And I think that's going to be important. Obviously, we know Chelsea's strengths. They're very physical. They're very organised. And they know how to win in these big games, don't they? So I don't think there's going to be much in it. I really don't. I think it's going to be a really tight game. We're going to have to play at our best, and we're going to have to make very, very few mistakes to win this game. I don't see any reason why we can't do both of those things, but it's not going to be easy, is it? That's for certain. So let's go out there and just give it everything. You know, it's almost like a cup final, this game, in many ways, isn't it? Because if we lose, the title's done. The title is done if we lose. Even if we draw, you've probably got to say that it's probably not going to be enough, is it? A draw is probably not going to be enough in this game. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a difficult game. Obviously, it's going to be a big game, but if we can win this, wow, it would be something quite special, wouldn't it? I don't see any reason why we can't. It's not going to be easy, of course it isn't, but nothing good ever comes easy, does it? Let's be honest. It's all about giving everything that we've got, and I'm sure that we will, and I'm sure that we can. And if we do that, we'll have a hell of a chance, won't we? Imagine being 4 points. Imagine being just 4 points behind them. Imagine that. That's going to be something quite remarkable, isn't it? When you look at where we were, we didn't look as though we had any chance, did we, of getting back into the title race. In fact, people were saying the title race was over when we were back in October, wasn't they? The title was done. We had no chance, if you remember. So, the fact that we are now in the position that we could be in today is quite remarkable, isn't it? But obviously, there's work to do. And we have to make sure that we go out there today. And I think it's about maybe the mistakes or lack of mistakes. I think we need to be almost perfect, don't we, to win this game. And when you look at how we've been under Renee since she's been here, then you have to say that if we continue that form, there's no reason why we can't get the result. It's not going to be, of course, it's not easy. This is Chelsea. We haven't won away at Chelsea. In fact, when was the last time we won away at Chelsea? Was it that 5-0? And that was a long time ago, wasn't it? I don't think we've won away at Chelsea since in the league. We've beaten them in a couple of cup finals, haven't we? And hopefully we can use that experience from obviously winning those games and put in a performance today that's going to make a massive difference. And I'm confident. I am really confident that we can do it. So let's believe that we can, because there's no reason to suggest that we can't. If we play well, we're a very, very good side, and Chelsea are a very good side as well. But I think we need to win. We need to win, don't we? Terry's with us, of course. Hey, Terry says, "Good afternoon, Richard. I've been looking forward to this one, and I think today is massive for us. Hope the girls do themselves proud." Yeah, that's what we want to see, don't we? Terry says, "Afternoon, Greg, Dean, and all in the chat. So hit the like and subscribe." Indeed, yeah. Come on, let's make sure we hit the likes nice and early. Greg says it starts 0-0, goals count. And we've got a great forward. Exactly, yeah, it is 0-0. It starts at 0-0. We're all the same, aren't we, at the moment? It is such a massive game, though, isn't it? And, I'm so excited if we were to win this game. I'm so excited at the thought that we could win this game, and we can. To close that gap to 4 points. Yes, Chelsea is still out of our hands. Even if we win today, it's still out of our hands because we don't play Chelsea again in the league. And we would need to rely on them dropping points elsewhere. And so far this season, they've only dropped 2 points, and that was a draw away at Leicester. Of course, that can happen. They could drop more points again. Absolutely, they could. And I'm sure that they will. But it's out of our hands regardless. All we can do today is win this game and go from there. So, yeah, let's give it our best. That's all we want to see. I said the other night, even if we do lose this game or draw, if we compete, put in a really good performance and show that we're as good as Chelsea on the day, then I think that's all we can hope for. And if we're fortunate enough to get the win, it'd be fantastic. Royce says it's lashing down with rain in Dulwich. It's lashing down with rain at Stamford Bridge as well, and windy. Not the best conditions, but of course we overcame those conditions, didn't we, against Bayern Munich before Christmas. Hopefully we can do the same again. Matt is with us. He says, "Afternoon, everyone. Praying we get an early goal to set the pace of their game." and go on and win. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think we need an early goal. I think we need to keep it. So what we can't do is concede an early goal. I'll be quite happy if it stays 0-0 for as long as possible. Frustrate Chelsea, and then we can grow into the game, which we've done well in the last few games, I think. And I'll be quite happy with that. We don't need to score an early goal. It'd be great if we did, but the most important thing is not to concede an early goal. You know, last season this game was over in 20 minutes because of how poor we were at the beginning. We need to make sure we don't do that. Dean says law of averages is with us today. Is it? I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. But let's just go out and do it. Greg says Chelsea keep winning, but they haven't looked that impressive. No, they haven't. They've done enough to win, and that's what they tend to do. And we've got to make sure today that they don't. Matty says, nice to have us with us to grab. Of course it is. I still claim my 6. Well, I mean, if we win 6-1, mate, then we'll all buy you a whatever the beer is in Sweden that everybody likes. Terry says, let's wipe that smug face off, Mrs. Bombastic. Exactly, I agree with you. Let's do that, yeah, because she does look quite smug. We don't like to see that, do we? Roy says Rene's biggest game as caretaker. Well, she's not caretaker manager anymore, my friend. She is permanent manager now, and it is her biggest game. It's only a third game as permanent manager, but anyway, it is her biggest game since she's been in charge of the team. Look at that wind. Wow, it's incredible. It's going to be very difficult conditions. The wind's going to have an impact. I'm sure it will on the game, but let's hope that we can come to terms with it. The teams are coming out now. The referee is Emily Heasley, who, of course, loves a good red card, doesn't she? Especially when Chelsea are playing. Let's hope she sends off 3 or 4 of their players today. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Arsenal have got the right socks on this year, guys. We have got the right socks on. We've got the red socks, and Chelsea, of course, have got blue. Wasn't it last year Chelsea had red socks? I can't. Oh no, white socks, wasn't it? Anyway, there's no issue with the socks. There is no issue with the socks. That's good news, isn't it? We've got red socks on. Chelsea have got white socks on. It's all good, and we don't need to worry about wearing Chelsea socks this time, as we did last season. Of course, we know what happened there. Well, he says, oh, I missed that. Well done, man. Yeah, it was on. It was about a week or so ago now. Before the Crystal Palace game. The teams are out on the pitch here at a very wet and windy Stamford Bridge. The pre-match handshakes are going on, and of course, there's a few players in both these teams that know each other very well from international duty. Of course, there's lots of Lionesses today. We want quickly run through the Chelsea team. And in goals, Hannah Hampton, Lucy Bronze, Millie Bright, Bjorn and Charles. In midfield, Newskin and Cuthbert. Then it's Wright in Kennered, Macario and Baltimore behind Ramirez. That is the Chelsea team. It's a very strong team. Of course it is. But their last 5 WSL games, they've won 4 and drawn 1. We have won all 5 of ours. So we're in better form than them in the WSL coming into this game. Let's remember that. They drew away at Leicester. So the Arsenal team in goal is Daphne Van Domslaar, Fox Williamson, Kathleen McCabe across from the back. Cooney Cross, Little and Caldente in midfield. Caldente will probably be just slightly ahead of the other 2. And then it's Mead, Russo and Caitlin Ford, which is probably our strongest. That is probably our strongest 11 at this moment in time, I think. I don't have as much doubt about that. And it's good to be at full strength for a game like this. No injury concerns. Nothing like that. It's great to have a full squad. I say we've won our last 5 WSL games and another win today, and that gap will be very, very doable. So let's see. Chelsea, of course, are all in blue with white socks, and we're in red and white with red socks, which is great. We're great, and we're happy about that, aren't we? We're just about getting ready here for the kickoff in this massive, massive game in West London. Well, Southwest London, I suppose, technically. Stamford Bridge, Chelsea women versus Arsenal, and this is all about how we contain Chelsea today and get into the game and play to our strengths. I think I say Mariona Caldente is going to be so important here. She's going to be key, and if she's on her game as she was the other night, then we've got a fantastic chance of getting a result. Ryan says that'll be as good as winning a title if we win 6-1. We're not going to win 6-1. We are not. But anyway, let's enjoy Grat's prediction. I am off to the game stream. So we will, my friend. We will see you very, very shortly. The rain is lashing down. The wind is blowing a gale. And we are getting ready for what is going to be 90 minutes of explosive football here in London, I'm sure. The biggest game of the season, it always is in the WSL. It is Chelsea against Arsenal. It's going to be Chelsea to kick off, and they'll be attacking the goal to our left in this first half, which I believe is the Matthew Harding stand. Anyway, it is going to be Chelsea at kickoff. And can Arsenal produce a special performance? There's lots of Arsenal fans behind that goal that Arsenal are defending in this first half, waving their scarves, and the support for Arsenal is going to be quite incredible, as it always is. And it's a big crowd at Stamford Bridge. We knew it would be. It's going to be knocking on to 40,000. It'll be a record for them, obviously boosted by probably 35,000 Arsenal fans. Anyway, we are just about to get off and underway here at Stamford Bridge. We are Chelsea kick it off. And we are away this massive game at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea women versus Arsenal. Chelsea unbeaten under Sonia Bompasta. Arsenal, of course, unbeaten under Renee Slegers as well. The draw seems the most likely result, but the draw is not really good enough for Arsenal in terms of getting back in a title race. We have to win. And Arsenal closing down quickly, and Arsenal won the ball in midfield. And we get possession for the first time. It's with Beth Mead on this near side, touches it back to Emily Fox. She's going to be key as well, isn't she? Marauding runs down this right-hand side for Arsenal. That long ball forward, those headed out. Or a mistake by Leah Williamson. We can't afford to make too many of them. He's picked up here by Canary, plays it into the box, gets it back. The shot's going to come in, is it? From the edge of the box, it does. But Daphne's there. Comfortable save. But that's the problem, isn't it? It was Macario with a shot. A mistake at the back there from Leah Williamson. That's something that we can't afford to do too many of today. Chelsea were quick to pick up the ball. And in the end, it was a nice exchange of passes before the shot came in. But it was a comfortable save for Daphne. And that was not great defending, but hopefully we can settle down. Leah Williamson doesn't tend to play that well against Chelsea usually, does she? Which is a bit of a concern. But anyway, I'm sure she'll be okay. Chelsea coming forward again over on that far side. Leah Williamson's going to cross there, tries to get the tackle in, and Arsenal do win the ball back. And nice and composed there. And now we can get the ball forward by Katie McCabe up that far side. Arsenal's left. Leslie Russo was never going to get there. And it's well tidied up, and the ball's now back with Hannah Hampton. She plays a square ball to Millie Bright, the Chelsea captain. Brings the ball forward. We know we can get a Millie Bright, don't we? A bit of pace in behind. That's a vulnerability. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward here, but Emily Fox should cut that out. It was a ball from Neve Charles looking for Baltimore. Baltimore's won it off her. That was good play there by the French striker, but the ball played forward was cut out well by Kyra Cooney-Cross, and she can bring the ball forward. Arsenal under a bit of pressure in these early stages. Kyra's ran into trouble there. She should have passed the ball. Comes over to that far side, and Chelsea have a chance with Cannerid, but she fires over the crossbar. And Chelsea's early press is causing us one or two problems here. We're trying to play it out from the back, and we know that that's not going to work against Chelsea. Kyra there ran into trouble. She needed to pass the ball sooner. It came all the way across to Cannerid. And her shot from a tight angle was over the top of the crossbar. But another chance for Chelsea early in this game. We just need to keep our composure and get through these early minutes and not concede like we did last season. Anyway, Arsenal with the goal kick, play out from the back. Leah Williamson just inside the penalty area. Closed down there by Macario, and the ball's now played out to that far side. Steph Catley closed down, and Chelsea won the ball again. And this is where we are looking vulnerable at the moment. We just can't get the ball out of our own half. Chelsea in possession over on that far side. The low cross to the near post. Daphne's made a mistake, but made up for it there. And Arsenal scrambled the ball away. And this is panic stations at the back for Arsenal here. We just need to settle down. Long ball forward again. We can't keep the ball. Now, Leslie Russo turns away over on that far side. Finally, Arsenal can get the ball forward. Russo has got clear. She's done well, actually. Russo holds off a physical challenge on her there from Natalie Bjorn. And Arsenal keeping possession now. Kim Little bringing it forward for Arsenal. This is better. This is much better. Played out to that far side. Caitlin Ford, her first time to really get on the ball. She can certainly get at Lucy Bronze. It's been a shaky start, but Arsenal starting to settle now. Kyra Cooney-Cross finds Leah Williamson. This is much better. Kyra again plays out to that far side. Katie McCabe plays the ball up the line. This is good from Arsenal. Mariona touches it inside to Kim Little. Gets it back, Mariona, over on that far side. Katie McCabe. This is much better from Arsenal. Keeping the ball well. You can see the contrast in styles already, can't you, between these two sides. Anyway, that ball's into Leslie Russo. She turns away. Can she get the shot in? Finds Kyra Cooney-Cross. Threads it in towards Beth Mead. Nice play from Beth Mead. Emily Fox on this near side. Can she get the cross in? Oh, it's blocked. Good defending from Neve Charles. Fox still gets the ball, though. This is much, much better from Arsenal. Emily Fox, she's still got the ball trying to get across. She's won the corner. In fact, she hasn't won the corner. It's come back off the American. It's going to be a goal kick to Chelsea. Wow, that was much, much better from Arsenal. Candy says, we need to settle ASAP. We can't afford many mistakes in this game. No, you're right. We can't afford too many mistakes at all. Definitely almost made one. In fact, Daphne and Leah Williamson got in each other's way. We got away with that one there, quite fortunately, just before all of that. But that was good. Matty says their press is mental. I know they're going to press us like mad. Yeah, exactly. They are going to press us like mad. We know that's what they're going to do. We just need to adapt to it, don't we? I think we're going to play the better football. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward now over on that far side. A cross in from Cannerid. Brilliant defending there from Steph Catley. Read that well. Overhead kick, but Erin Cuthbert picks it up. She's going to try a shot from the edge of the box. Just wide. Did Daphne have that covered? Wow. This has been an exciting game already, hasn't it? Christ, we've only played 5 minutes and already there's all sorts going on. And Chelsea have had 3 or 4 efforts at goal already. They have certainly started this game quickly, as we expected them to. Arsenal hanging in there, though, at the moment. That was lovely defending there from Steph Catley. Really great stuff from her. Leah Williamson, again, a bit of a lazy clearance. She hasn't had a great start to this game. And Erin Cuthbert's shot just past that far post. And I think Daphne probably had that covered had it been going in the corner. I think she would have just got a fingertip to it. But Arsenal just making too many mistakes at the back. And Leah Williamson has been bullied out of this game again. And suddenly now it's Baltimore inside the box, pulls it back. Good defending again from Steph Catley. You have to say she has been our best central defender so far in this game. Leah Williamson's miles off it here. And I say she very rarely has a good game against Chelsea. Matty says, this is insane. It is insane. Miss Pink's Cuthbert has elevated her game. Yeah, no, she's a very good player, Ellen Cuthbert. We've always known that. Well, what a breathless start it's been. Arsenal just need to take a breath and get ourselves into this game because, wow, this has been a fast start from Chelsea. You can see why they don't lose many games. There's just nowhere to play. They're just pressing the life out of us. They can't keep this up for 90 minutes, though. That's one thing you have got to say. And what we've got to do is dig in and see this out. It's going to be a tough 20 minutes. There's no doubt about that. But it's the same every time we've played Chelsea, really, isn't it? And we will grow into the game. It's good football. Lucy Bronze now bringing it forward over on that far side. A cross comes in. It's not a really good clearance, but it does fall to Beth Mead. And now Daphne should clear this away, and she does. We just can't keep the ball very well in the Chelsea half at the moment. We're being pushed back and pushed back. But it is still 0-0. We've only played 7 minutes at Stamford Bridge. It's been, wow, incredible game. And Arsenal struggling really to stay in it at the moment. But we have stayed in it. We've made 1 or 2 mistakes at the back. Well, in a way, they've been false mistakes because of Chelsea's press. And we've got a little bit of panic going on there. You know, Millie Bright with a long ball forward. Emily Fox should be able to deal with this. And she does, just plays percentages there, puts it out for a throw under a bit of pressure from New Skin. And Chelsea now back in possession here with Macario, plays it into the edge of the box from Ramirez. We can't get the ball off her. She's a strong player, isn't she? Now it's Lucy Bronze over on that far side. Good work from Caitlin Forward. The shot comes in, blocked by Kim Little it was. And still Arsenal can't get the ball away, can't get the ball off Chelsea. And we're just having to hang in at the minute. Comes up this near side. Neve Charles plays it into Baltimore, having a run at the Arsenal defence. Runs into trouble. Surely that's an Arsenal free kick, and it is. Good play there from Beth Mead. And as one Arsenal free kick, well, this is quite a game, isn't it? And it's been quite a start from Chelsea, you have to say. But this time last season, we were already behind. This season, we're keeping them out. And now we're trying to come forward. That's nice from Caitlin Ford. Even in midfield, they're pressing us. But we have got a little bit of time now. Emily Fox can bring it forward, plays it into Kyra Cooney. Cross gets it back, Emily Fox. This is what we need to do. Slow it down. Play at our pace. And don't let Chelsea dictate the game as they have done so far. Leah Williamson now plays a ball out to that far side. Steph Catley, she's had a really good start to this game. The Australian made 2 or 3 great blocks already. Looking really assured in that centre-back position. Leah Williamson now plays a long ball out to that far side. It's not a great ball. Was looking for Katie McCabe. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea. The wind obviously playing a part there. And Arsenal finding it difficult at this moment in time to get a grip in this game. Chelsea's throw over on that far side. Did that go out? No, apparently not. And Chelsea now can switch the play up this near side. A lot of space here for Neve Charles to run into. Emily Fox is stuck between going to the ball and looking at the run of Baltimore. Surely that's a foul, ref. But Baltimore's inside the penalty area, puts across into the far post. Good header away there from Katie McCabe. That looked as though that should have been a foul there. Baltimore was far too physical there for Emily Fox. And, wow, we got away with another one, really. Candice says, I agree with you. Chelsea will not be able to keep this press for 90 minutes. So once we don't make any mistakes and concede early goals, we'll be able to capitalise on their mistakes. Yeah, I agree with you. We just need to dig deep now. Because they won't. There's going to be spells in the game where they're going to have to drop off. They can't keep pressing and pressing like this. And they have got a free kick. And was that a foul there by Baltimore? It probably wasn't actually. It was. She got the wrong side, didn't she, Emily Fox? And it was good defensive header though from Katie McCabe, and she had to get something on it as well. Anyway, Chelsea back in possession again over on this near side, and Arsenal are struggling at the minute to keep Chelsea out, but we have done, and that's the main thing. So I do think we'll grow into the game, but we can't concede here. Another good piece of defending. That was from Katie McCabe. Kim Little just lost out there. Steph Catley's gone over to that far side to Marias to try and stop this cross. She does stop the cross again. That is brilliant defending. Steph Catley, wow, what a start she's made to this game, but it is a Chelsea corner. And she has done some sterling work at the back here for Arsenal in its early stages. She's probably been our best player. And just as well, because she has repelled quite a few Chelsea attacks. So it's a corner to Chelsea. We have some more defending to do here. It's over on that far side at the corner. It's going to be Baltimore with it. And Arsenal got to be strong here. The corner comes in towards the near post. Good defending again from Arsenal. We should be able to scramble this clear. Well, we haven't. It's still inside the penalty. A shot comes in on the turn. Now it's cleared away by Caitlin Ford. But again, Arsenal can't really get it up the pitch. It's recycled back in by Cannerid. The header comes in. And Chelsea win the second header as well. But now Arsenal should be able to play it out. Oh, that's nice. And Emily Fox and Erin Cuthbert presses again and wins the ball. And Arsenal struggling to get it clear here. But we've managed to pick it up again. And now Kyra Cooney cross. And surely that's a foul, ref. It is a foul. And that was Ramirez there with the free kick. And Terry says, thank God Catley's back indeed. Matt here again applauding Steph Catley. She has been fantastic. Anyway, Arsenal now we're in possession, which is nice because we haven't had too much possession yet. Kyra Cooney, of course, gets it back out there to Steph Catley. And that's the ball out. Again, trying to get it out wide to that left-hand side. It's gone out for a throw again. Is the wind playing a part in that? It might well be. I'm not sure. But anyway, that wasn't a great ball that time from Steph, but she's been brilliant at the back. Lucy Bronzo is going to take this throw for Chelsea. We've played 13 minutes at Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. And Chelsea have been a much better team so far. There's no question about that. But Arsenal hanging in there, hanging in there. That's what we've got to do. I will say the first 20, 25 minutes was always going to be tough. We've got through pretty much half of that. And if we can keep battling, they're just giving the ball away, Chelsea. Leslie Russo can pick it up. Is this an opportunity for Arsenal to maybe spring an attack? It's with Emily Fox now, just on halfway. Plays it back to Leah Williamson. This is what we've got to do. Keep possession of the ball a bit better than we have done so far. And let's see what happens now. It's Steph Catley over on that far side. Plays the ball back to Leah Williamson. She needs to settle into this game. Been very, very shaky in these opening 13 minutes. Now she's better up the near side. So Caitlin Ford's come over this side now, actually. And Arsenal won a throw. This is better. This is better. And Arsenal have started to just slow it down a little bit, is what we need to do. Emily Fox has got this throw on the near side, midway inside the Chelsea half. Arsenal's right. She gets it back, Emily Fox. This is much better. Arsenal moving the ball a bit quicker now. Kim Little plays it forward. Kyra Cooney cross can turn away. Caitlin falls on this near side. She finds a cross to the far post. It's a good ball. Comes across all the way. Oh, Beth Mead it was coming in. And that was the first real opportunity there for Arsenal. What a ball that was from Kyra Cooney cross. So difficult to defend. That was lovely play actually from Arsenal around. Beth Mead over on that far side. Got round there. Couldn't quite finish it off. almost squeezed it past Hannah Hampson at the far post. And that was brilliant play there from, in fact, surely that should be a corner. Or was it given as offside? Anyway, Arsenal back in possession again. Caitlin Ford, this is much better now. Another throw for Arsenal. This is good stuff. Caitlin Ford throws it back to Emily Fox. Roos infield. Mariona touches it off to Kyra Cooney. What a cross that was from Kyra just then. Brilliant ball. So difficult to defend, and it almost led to a goal for Arsenal. We've got another throw, though. Neve Charles didn't think it was, but it is a throw. And Kyra Cooney cross now, plays it back to Leah Williams. This is much better from Arsenal. This is what we need to do. Just keep the ball. It's Liddy says, Kyra's been playing incredible lately. She has. She is really playing well. Well, most of them are, let's be honest. Everyone's playing well at the minute, aren't they? Oh, this is nice. Steph Catley getting forward. Oh, try to whip across in. This is going to be a corner, is it? No, Minnie Bright keeps it in. And it has gone out now. It's going to be Arsenal's first corner. And that was good play there again. And Arsenal with an opportunity to get the ball into the box. In fact, it's been given as offside. Wow. Every time we come forward, it's offside, isn't it? Anyway, it's a free kick to Chelsea. But this has been better the last couple of minutes from Arsenal. We're at least managing to keep possession of the ball now. We're playing more in Chelsea's half. And I think you can see that they can be got at, this Chelsea defence. The reason why they press so aggressively further up the pitch is because I think that their weakness is at the back. And obviously, if they're pressing and winning the ball, then we can't attack them. But we've settled down now, and this is much, much better. Kim Little in midfield does well. Touches the ball off to Leah Williamson. And Arsenal now looking a lot more settled in this game. Leah Williamson's ball through. It's nice. Leslie couldn't quite turn. And now Chelsea looking to come forward with Erin Cuthbert. Finds Sandy Baltimore on this near side. Plays the ball in to Erin Cuthbert again. Now it goes all the way back to Millie Bright. We've played nearly 17 minutes. It's been so fast-paced, this game. That cross from that far side deflected behind off. Was Kate McCabe, I think it was. It was Lucy Bronze's cross. It's going to be another corner to Chelsea. I think it might have been Kate McCabe, actually, that deflected that. But Arsenal defended the last corner pretty well. We need to defend this one pretty well as well. And it'd be just typical, wouldn't it? We've had a good spell that we go and concede a goal. But anyway, let's try and defend this corner. Millie Bright's in there. Lucy Bronze is in there. It's going to be Sandy Baltimore again with his corner again towards the near post. Headed out well by Leslie Russo. In fact, it's a free kick to Arsenal. And Kim Little's gone down there in the penalty area. And Kate McCabe is not happy with that challenge on her. Kim Little's not happy with the challenge on her either. I'm not sure it was that did it, but surely it should be a yellow card, whoever it was. It might have been Millie Bright, actually. All right, well, come on, ref. Jesus, that's a yellow card. What is Millie doing there? She's just gone straight into the back of Kim Little. Wasn't even looking at the ball. That was nasty, that. And that should be a yellow card. As Dee says there, what Chelsea ladies can get into Arsenal squad? Well, none of them at the minute, because they're not going to sell any of them to us, are they? Probably most of them. Well, I don't know about most of them. Quite a lot of them wouldn't they? Let's be honest. They've got some very good players, Chelsea. But then so have we. So have we. And we like the way our team plays better than Chelsea. Are very, very aggressive, overly aggressive. And there's another foul there inside the centre circle. Beth Mead's gone down, and that doesn't look good. But Arsenal in possession, and we felt we put the ball out. It's still not going to be a yellow card, though, is there, ref? No, of course there's not. And Beth has gone down inside the centre circle. Another late challenge on her. And that was Canary there. See, that's another nasty challenge. It's all very well being physical, right? And there's nothing wrong with a physical game, right? There's nothing wrong with that at all. But that's twice in a row now. Chelsea players have gone in. That's just nasty, unnecessary. And that was Canary there. It was Millie Bright just before. And I think that's just a sign of, one, their manager, who's just as horrible as the previous manager they had. And also, as well, the fact that they know that they've got to do that to us because we're a good side. You know, it's a bit like the old Man United Arsenal games in the Premier League from the 1990s when all they had to do was kick us because they knew they couldn't beat us playing football. And that's what Chelsea seem to be doing in this game. We're playing a better football and Chelsea are a bit more aggressive. But the referee needs to stop it. That's how it stops happening. If the referee lets them get away with it, they'll keep doing it. Of course they will. That's how it works. It's the referee's job to stop that. Start getting some yellow cards out and do your job, mate, which you haven't done so far. There could be 2 yellow cards to Chelsea already. And Arsenal bringing the ball forward. Steph Catley over on that far side. Plays a long ball over the top looking for Katie McCabe. It's quite a good ball. She can get there. She can't, but it doesn't matter because it's a throw to Arsenal. That was Natalie Bjorn there with that clearance. The Swede. Arsenal still in possession over on that far side, but Chelsea managed to get the ball clear. That's good play again from Steph Catley. Wow, she's on one today, isn't she? She's definitely had her free Weetabix this morning as Steph Catley. She's been magnificent. Field there, but Arsenal lost possession. Kim Little couldn't keep the ball. And now it's Arsenal's turn to try and press. Leslie Russo is now going to press the goalkeeper, Hannah Hampton, who's got the ball just on the edge of the 6-yard box. Plays it into Millie Bright, gets it out to that far side. And Chelsea managed to beat our press there. It wasn't a massively aggressive press. I'm certainly nowhere near as aggressive as Chelsea's press, but at least we're looking to try and pin Chelsea in. Anyway, they're coming forward again here on this near side with Baltimore. And again, she's very physical there and too physical on Beth Mead. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. And Kim Little there, the captain's having a word with the referee saying, come on, ref, you've got to start getting your cards out, mate. You can't just let them keep getting away with it. Overly aggressive there. I mean, Baltimore's done that 2 or 3 times, wrestling Beth Mead to the ground. And yeah, the referee's got to step in at some stage. Anyway, we're midway through this first half almost, and it's been a great game of football, you have to say. Everything's happening. But Arsenal haven't really created too much yet, and we've been maybe struggling just to hang in there. Mariona's not really had enough of the ball. She's just played it out there to Steph Catley, who's probably been, well, has been our best player by quite some distance in these opening 22 minutes. And she's got the ball again. Steph over on that far side. Plays it up the line. So cool and calm, isn't she, on the ball? Katie McCabe now. I mean, the physical challenge isn't going to bother her in the slightest, is it? But it's going to be a throw to Chelsea. Candy says, I might be the most diehard Arsenal supporter, but my honest prediction is Chelsea 3, Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. Although I'm hoping for 3-0. Wow. This ref. Yeah, the ref has been terrible so far. Just letting Chelsea get away with everything. And you just can't do that. You've got to be stronger. The ref's got to be stronger. Anyway, the ball is now back at the feet of Hannah Hampton, the Chelsea goalkeeper, just outside the penalty area. Millie Bright now plays a ball forward into midfield. Oh, that's a mistake. Comes to Leslie Russo. It's going to be a chance for Arsenal. Leslie Russo on the edge of the box. Can she get the shot in? Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. That is a terrible shot there from Leslie Russo. Gifted the ball. We're not going to get too many chances like that, are we? And Russo has to do better. Terrible ball from Erin Cuthbert. She picked it up there. She did well initially. Went round the outside of Millie Bright, but that shot is terrible. Looking for that far corner. Steve said, would be good for the league, Arsenal winning, but for me, Chelsea goals will see this through 2-0. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. But anyway, Matty says, oh, my God, what a missed chance. Terry says, oh, Russo, what a waste. It was a waste. It was a waste. And we're not going to get too many opportunities as good as that, are we, in this game? Anyway, the ball is now back with Daphne Van Domselaar. She touches it off to Leah Williamson. Plays it into Kim Little now, square to Kyra Cooney-Cross. Again, Arsenal looking to just slow the pace down, play our football. Leah Williamson now pops it into midfield. Almost a loose ball. She got away with it there. Kim Little did well now. Finds Steph Catley over on that far side. Plays up the line now to Caitlin Ford. Can have a run here. Katie McCabe plays out the line looking for Caitlin Ford. It was cut out. But Arsenal pick it up again with Kim Little. This is better from Arsenal. We've certainly settled after the first sort of 10 minutes or so when we were ran ragged a little bit. But we've settled in now. We're playing some nice football when we get the ball, but we just gave it away there. But that ball forward by Chelsea is going to only find its way to Daphne Van Domselaar. Roy says, damn, what a miss. Terrible weather conditions, times like this, an office job must be looking good. I don't think it would. I think I'd rather be out in the rain playing football. Anyway, that ball from Leslie Russo looking to get Beth Mead in on this near side was overhit. It's going to be a throw. And now Arsenal pressing high up the pitch to try to box Chelsea in here. And it's going to be a throw there from Niamh Charles. And again, Arsenal pressing now. Can we win the ball on the edge of the box? Kyra Cooney cross comes into Russo again, but Millie Bright's there. Boots it away. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. We're certainly in this game now, aren't we? We really are in this game now. Terry says, would be 1-0 up if that was steady. I think it might well have been. We might well have been. But anyway, it wasn't Stina. It fell to Russo, and that was it. And Arsenal now, we've been aggressive in the press there, won the ball. That's much better, isn't it? Now the ball's played out to the far side. Katie McCabe, Arsenal's left. She's got Caitlin Ford. Oh, that's a bad ball, though, isn't it? Zidane says there, guys, am I the only one who's in the UK but cannot watch live on YouTube? It's not on YouTube, that'll be why. Steve says Erin is a beast, one of the best in her position. Well, she is, yeah, but you know, we're getting to grips with it. She did make that mistake there, though, didn't she? That almost led to an Arsenal goal. But anyway, it is still 0-0. 26 minutes played. Stamford Bridge. Lucy Bronze is going to take this throw for Chelsea up the line. And then Ramirez just puts it out for a throw to Arsenal, which is going to be taken by Katie McCabe. Will falls to Caitlin Ford over on that far side. She's gone past one challenge and won the throw. It was Erin Cuthbert's just managed to get her foot in there. Of course, remember that the Continental Cup final last year? It was Vicky Palova absolutely bullied Erin Cuthbert all over the pitch. Could do with her today, couldn't we? Unfortunately, she's not there anyway. Leslie Russo inside the penalty area. Just has the ball taken off her. Mariona finds Katie McCabe, puts a cross in, goes all the way across Beth Mead. Can she get it in? Oh, into the side netting. And Beth Mead with a big chance, and she knows it was a big chance as well. And that was almost the goal that Arsenal have been waiting for in this game. Lovely cross from Katie McCabe to the far post. It was Millie Bright, got a little flick on it, and it was good defending actually from Niamh Charles, you have to say. Just got the block in, or that would have been in. That was going across the goalkeeper there. Wow. And it's gone behind for an Arsenal corner. But that was Arsenal's biggest opening so far in this game. So close to the goal. Wow, that was so nearly the breakthrough that we need. Anyway, this is going to be a corner over on this near side. Arsenal have been a better team in the last 10 minutes or so, you have to say. We're really taking the game to Chelsea. This is so good to see. Anyway, this corner from Katie McCabe whips in towards that near post. Flicked on by a Chelsea defender and away. Beth Mead battles away for it again on the edge of the box. And Chelsea scramble it clear, but only as far as Emily Fox. And Arsenal back in possession. And Daphne plays it out to that far side. Kyra Cooney cross. This is really good stuff from Arsenal. Long ball over the top. That's a great ball. Katie McCabe suddenly a little bit of space inside the area. Good defending again from Niamh Charles. And Arsenal now are finding some spaces in behind that Chelsea defence and looking really dangerous. And, wow, suddenly we're getting in this game. Brian says there, the coach is out. We need to beat Chelsea. We do need to beat Chelsea. Terry says, come on, girls, this is much better. It is much better. And that ball, this wouldn't quite fall for Katie McCabe, would it? She just wanted it to drop so she could hit it on her left foot. But it's another corner to Arsenal. This is good stuff. And let's see if we can get the goal here. The corner's over to Beth Mead's able to move the mic. You know, the corner comes into near post. Millie Bright heads it away. All two Chelsea players getting each other's way. It comes out to Kyra Cooney cross. Dinks the ball towards the edge of the penalty. Caitlin Ford's volley deflected. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. This is good stuff here. Addy says, up the Arsenal indeed. And that was scrambled away by Newskin. This is good stuff here from Arsenal coming up towards the half an hour mark. I knew we'd grow into the game. We just had to get through that opening spell, which we've done really well. And now we are looking at the much better team. Can we get the goal? Can we get the goal? Again, Chelsea can't clear the ball away. Leah Williamson finds Emily Fox. She's going to drive forward, plays it into Kyra Cooney cross. Oh, nice turn from the Australian, plays it in. Oh, Emily Fox is in the box this time. What's her finish like? Oh, weak. And it comes off Hannah Hampson, and then it's deflected back into her arms by Neve Charles. And that is 3 good chances we have had now to take the lead. And suddenly, wow, it remains 0-0. Just a girl says this is looking much better compared to last time we played Chelsea. Well, absolutely is, yeah. And we should be in front, really. Emily didn't get hold of that, did she? Miss Pinksock says good pressure. Indeed, it is. Gregory says, come on, you Gunners. We are now looking the better team. We've got Chelsea rattled. There's no doubt. We've got their defence rattled, and we're coming forward again with Leslie Russo over on that far side. And Chelsea just managed to get the ball away. Anywhere will do for them, but not very far. Katie McKay picks it up. Can she get the cross in? She does get the cross in, but it's overhit. I don't think Beth Mead's going to keep this in. Oh, she will keep this in. And Arsenal still in possession. This is so good. Emily Fox now plays it into Kim Little. Just the ball maybe lacked a little bit of pace, but actually the referee's given us a free kick. Erin Cuthbert there was just in a little bit late there on Kim Little, and Arsenal got a free kick in quite a good position. It's about, what, 10 yards outside the penalty area, just slightly over to this near side, Arsenal's right. And Arsenal now. Oh, yeah, well, she stood on her foot. It's definitely a foul. Didn't someone get sent off for that yesterday in the Wolves-Arsenal game? Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal. Katie McCabe, she can shoot from here, you know. She could shoot from here with that left foot. I know the wind's maybe against her slightly, but it's certainly within range, isn't it? And is she going to try a shot? Is she just going to dink it, or is she going to play it short to Beth Mead? Or is Beth Mead going to take it? Let's have a look. I think it will be Katie McCabe. She can shoot from here. It's a good angle for a left footer here. Katie McCabe whips it towards the far post. Chelsea hit it out. It's going to come to Kyra Cooney cross on this far side. Oh, that wasn't a great ball, but Caitlin Ford's battling away for it there. Why didn't Katie McCabe have a shot there? Surely that would have set up nicely there for a left footer, but she didn't. And in the end, Chelsea got a very tall defenders and was easily able to head that away. And Renee is looking on. She must be impressed with what she's seen. Certainly in the last 15 minutes or so, Arsenal have been really good, dominating this game. And we're starting to press now higher up the pitch. And I think that's important to stop Chelsea from getting the ball forward, but they are coming forward now. Neve Charles driving on. She's got Baltimore on this near side. Emily Fox comes across. Those two have had quite a battle, haven't they? Anyway, Baltimore still got the ball just inside the penalty, and Emily Fox stops the cross. It's going to be a corner, though, to Chelsea. Terry says, come on, Renee, get in your manager's box and wind up bombastic. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a corner, which Macario is going to come across to take on this near side, just in front of those Arsenal fans, or the majority of them behind the goal. There is Arsenal fans everywhere in the stadium, of course, but the majority of the Arsenal fans are behind the goal. Arsenal are defending in this first half. This corner comes in low towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Arsenal clear it away well, and in fact, there's going to be a free kick. And there's 2 players down. Kim Little is the Arsenal player. Is that Neve Charles for Chelsea? No, it's Newskin. And Kim Little's been fouled again. And the Chelsea players maybe come out of that a little bit worse. Oh, it was a bad foul again. Why aren't you booking anybody, ref? Why aren't you booking anybody? What is wrong with you? Anyway, Kim Little is still getting some treatment. She's been absolutely bashed and battered around in this first half. And Kim Little is receiving some treatment. So the BBC have just announced that the women's football show is on tonight at 11:45. What a ridiculous time for it to be on. We've always said that. They don't really care about women's football. They pretend to care, but they don't. Anyway, Kim Little looks like she's going to be okay. And she is back on her feet again. But she has been battered around in this game. Miss Pinksock says, get the cards out, ref. Indeed, yeah, I can't understand why. And nobody's been booked for Chelsea yet in this opening 35 minutes. because they've literally just tried to kick lumps out of us. And they've got away with it. Anyway, Kim doesn't look particularly happy with life at this moment in time. Not surprising, because she's definitely been the victim of one or two not great challenges. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal inside the penalty area, which Daphne Van Domselaar is going to take. And she just touches it short to Leah Williamson. She dinks the ball over that far side. Is it going to run out of play? It is going to run out of play. I think the conditions play a little bit of part in that, but why are we even trying to do that? Anyway, Chelsea have taken a free kick quickly. It comes to Macario, plays it into Erin Cuthbert, tries to find Baltimore, touches it off. This is good play from Chelsea. The ball's up this near side. Neve Charles' cross, it's flicked on, and it's flicked on. It's a chance. What a save! Daphne Van Domselaar there, sticks out her left arm, pushes that ball away. Wow, that was quite an incredible save. Was it Macario with the effort there? And that was brilliant, brilliant stuff. The cross came in, it was flicked on twice, it was, and then Macario shot on the turn, and that's a great save. That is a great save. Wow, that is why we love Daphne. And she had to react quickly there and managed to get the ball away. And that's a great save. Wow. Anyway, it was a corner that's taken quickly and Arsenal clear it away. This is another good spell from Chelsea, but that's not a great ball. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Gregory says that chance came from Leah's mistake. Yes, she's made 2 or 3 mistakes. Yeah, she's. I'll say I can't remember last time she played well against Chelsea, Leah. I don't know why. She always seems to look shaky against them. But anyway, she's just about got away with it so far today. She's got the ball now and just touches it back to Daphne Van Domselaar, and then plays it square to Steph Catley, who's been remarkably good at the back for Arsenal. Phil says decent stop. It was a really good save, wasn't it? It was a close range effort. Yes, you maybe didn't get enough power behind it, Macario, sorry, but it was close range. It was a good save. Really. Now Leslie Russo's trying to get in behind that Chelsea defence, and Hannah Hampton has to kick the ball clear. Leah Williamson steps in well there, though, picks it up. Kim Little and Katie McCabe now finds Emily Fox. And Chelsea just had a good spell, but Arsenal looking to get back into it. That wasn't a good ball from Caitlin Fold. But again, Arsenal trying to press a little bit higher up the pitch. But Millie Bright's got a little bit of time on the edge of the penalty area, pops it into New Skin now. Chelsea trying to come forward again. Well, that's that far side. Not a great ball. Leslie Russo might well get on the end of this one. And she just got there, but good defending in the end from Natalie Bjorn. And Chelsea back in possession. You have to say it has been a very even game. Chelsea have had some good spells. They started like an absolute train, and we struggled a bit. But then we grew into it. We played some nice football, created 3 really good chances, actually. And now Chelsea having another better spell coming forward. Newskin plays it up this near side. Back in again to Baltimore, but that ball was cut out well by Kyra Cooney Cross. That's a good ball forward to Leslie Russo. Put under pressure, but she does well. In fact, Chelsea just won the ball back. Good play there, though, from Katie McCabe. And now Kyra can find Caitlin Ford on this near side. Gone past Neve Charles, who pulls her back. But Caitlin Ford keeps going. Surely that's going to be a free kick, ref. Oh, we've got the ball. We'll let you off. Mariona now bringing it forward. Caitlin Ford's outside still. Got the ball again. Caitlin Ford. We've already got too many bodies forward at the minute. Now Mariona on this near side. That's good defending there, actually, by Newskin, who can play the ball forward into Macario. Closed down by Russo. That's good play, actually. Arsenal picked the ball up over on that far side. Kim Little now touches it into Kyra, gets it back. And now it's Arsenal's turn to press high up the pitch and win the ball. False mistakes from Chelsea, and now to win a free kick. Phil says Chelsea are built like brick shit houses. They are. They're very aggressive, aren't they? Terry says the referee's blind. I think so. Just a girl says both sides seem to be on about even on ability, but Chelsea's playing more aggressive. Yeah, they are, exactly. Yeah, that's what they're doing. I think we're playing a better football. And he says, love Kyra Cooney Cross. Yeah, she's playing really well. But I think you're right. I think we're playing a better football, and I think Chelsea are much more aggressive. And it's just the contrast in styles is quite interesting, isn't it? I mean, Arsenal playing some lovely football here as well. Get this ball up this near side. Caitlin Ford We are moving the ball really well. That's a nice cross, actually, but Leslie was on her heels a little bit there. Didn't react quickly enough. But again, Arsenal picks up the ball. Emily Fox finds Caitlin Ford again into Emily Fox, Caitlin Ford, and Sandy Baltimore is again. She's just a bully, isn't she? She's quite a decent player, but she's just a bully. Someone needs to kick the lumps out of her. Like, she's starting to do my head in. She's got the ball again over on this near side. Just kick her. That's like what she's doing to us. That's all she does. She's just a bully. You know, the ball's now back with Millie Bright and finds Hannah Hampton. And we've into the last 5 minutes of this first half. It's absolutely flown by, hasn't it? This has been such a great game. Two teams playing to their best abilities, really. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Chelsea playing to their strengths, Arsenal trying to play to our strengths, and there's absolutely nothing to choose between the sides. And it has been a very, very good game, a really good advert for women's football, which I'm sure we all anticipated it was going to be, and it certainly has been the case. And Arsenal have done well in this first half. I said I would be happy if it was 0-0 at half-time, or we're 5 minutes away. There'll be a bit of stoppage time now, of course. There has been one or two short injury hold-ups. I went to Kim a few moments ago. But anyway, it's been really, really good, this, from Arsenal. And we'll certainly take that 0-0 at half-time. And that ball's going to run all the way through to Daphne van Domselaar. And she just rolls it out to Kim Little. Now finds Kyra Cooney-Cross. That's a nice ball forward to Leslie Russo. Turns away well and gets the ball up this near side to Caitlin Ford. This is nice play from Arsenal again. Caitlin Ford having a run at that Chelsea defence. Cuts in field. Plays it into Leslie Russo. Kim Little, can she get the shot away? Finds Beth Mead. Is this going to be 1-0? Oh, it's just wide. Oh, another big chance from Arsenal. And it came to Beth Mead. And usually she buries them opportunities, but not on this particular occasion. That was lovely football again from Arsenal. How good's this? Caitlin Ford into Leslie Russo, into Kim Little. Kim could have shot, actually. I don't know why she didn't. Beth did. She couldn't quite curl it into that far corner. And that was, I see Kim Little could have shot then. But anyway, it was a good ball. And Beth couldn't quite get enough bend on that shot. Tried to whip it into that far corner. Wasn't far away, but that's a big, big chance. I don't know why Kim Little maybe didn't shoot just before that. It fell nicely to on the edge of the box, but that's great football again from Arsenal. Terry says, Arvido, indeed. And Matty says, KCC's been really good. She has. And now Caitlin Falls is receiving some treatment as well. And hopefully she's going to be all right because she's having a good game as well. In fact, Arsenal are playing really well in this game, like really well. Anyway, Frida Marnham's getting warmed up and ready to come on. And I think that maybe Caitlin Ford isn't going to be able to carry on. And that's a shame because she's looked good. Terry says, is Mido old enough to swear on TV? Probably. But this was lovely football from Arsenal. We have played some great stuff in this first half, you have to say. Look at this lovely football. And in the end, it led to a big chance. I still think Kim should have had the shot. You know, once the ball fell to his lovely little layoff there from Leslie. Shoot there, bang, hit it. She didn't want to hit it with her left foot, did she? Maybe she should have done now, looking back on it. That was probably the better opportunity for Kim Little to shoot there on her left foot. And Arsenal may well be in front. But anyway, Caitlin is back on her feet again. And hopefully she's going to be okay. But it looked as though Frida Marnham was coming on. She was all stripped, ready to go for it. She is coming on, Frida Marnham. Before half-time, Arsenal having to make this substitution. Caitlin Ford's going off. That's a shame because she was playing well. I'm assuming Beth's going to come over to this near side. And I would assume Mariona's probably going to go over on the far side. And Frida will probably play through the middle. But that's a shame because I thought she was playing well there. Rajendra says it's Arsenal players who were down. The referee's allowing Chelsea. Well, no, of course he is. Yes, he should have been booking players already. Anyway, we're into the last minute of normal time at the end of this first half. There will be a chunk of stoppage time, of course. We know that. But, well, what a first half performance this has been. It's probably the best we've played away at Chelsea for quite some time, isn't it? The chances we've created, we've had 3 or 4 big opportunities to score. And if we keep playing like this, you can see us getting a goal here. Leslie Russo has been a big part of that, held the ball up really well again. And there it is with Mariano over on that far side. How much stoppage time will there be? It's going to be 4 or 5 minutes, you would imagine. They're ball up this near side. Beth Mead dinks it forward. Leslie Russo, Frida Marnham drills it across the goal. And Mariano was steaming in there to get on the end of that, but it's deflected behind by Millie Bright. Chelsea are hanging on, you have to say. Chelsea are hanging on here. This has been a really good response from Arsenal following a really difficult first 10 minutes. And it is going to be another corner to Arsenal. Frida's first touch there, and what a good ball it was across the goal. Anyway, it has gone behind. It is an Arsenal corner coming into all stoppage time at the end of this first half. What an incredible first half it's been. It's sensational stuff. And Arsenal have played so well. Can we get it? There's going to be 4 minutes of stoppage time. We're just into that now. This corner comes in from the near side, flicked on by a Chelsea defender out to Kim Little, plays it back into the box. And again, Chelsea scramble it clear. Emily Fox now, can she get the cross back in? Deflected away, which she manages to find Kyra Cooney cross. And that's a good ball in to Kim Little, put under pressure, but she keeps the ball well. Just the goal says, kind of feels like we've caught them in their half and they're panicking to get it out. Exactly, we are, yeah. They are panicking. We've done really well here. Beth Mead now finds Frida Marnham. It looks like she might be playing on this near side, actually. Plays it back to Kyra Cooney, cross closed down by Ramirez, but wins it back. Look at that brilliant play there. And then Frida Marnham does well. And this is much better for Arsenal. Wow, what a great performance it's turning into. We've played a minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. There's going to be 3 more. And Arsenal won't want half time to come because we are well on top. We've been well on top pretty much after the first 15 minutes. And we have had some big chances to take the lead. That's the only frustration, that we haven't taken at least one of them. Because we could easily have scored 2 or 3 goals in this first half, couldn't we? But that just shows how well we've played against a very good side who haven't lost yet under their new manager. We've just given the ball away there. That wasn't good, was it? Gunnar for Life with us says, "Oh, Eric, hope you've been well. It's been a decent first half. Just gutted we never scored." Exactly, yeah. We've played well, haven't we? And we've had some big chances. It's just a shame we haven't managed to take one of them. But there's still time. Wayne says, "Do you find the Arsenal are the only team that doesn't fear Chelsea? Even when we lose to them, we don't fear them. I just feel City and Chelsea don't believe." No, I think you're probably right. And I think maybe the fact that we've beaten them in big games, in cup finals and stuff before, has helped that as well. But you're right. We don't go into a game thinking that we can't get something. Absolutely. And I think you're right. I think the other sort of big teams do, don't they? And you almost beat them before you start. And we know Chelsea are going to come flying out of the blocks, and we knew that today. And we struggled for 10 minutes, didn't we? But no, you're absolutely right. I don't think we do fear them. We don't need to fear them, do we? Because we've shown in this first half we're a better footballing team than them. Absolutely 100%. They're more aggressive than us. Yes, they are. And they've got some good players as well. But I think we play better football. We definitely play better football. And I would much rather watch the way that Arsenal play the game than the way Chelsea play. Absolutely. And I say we've been the better team. I don't think there's much doubt. We have been the better team in that first half. And we've still got another, 2 minutes to play yet of stoppage time. No, 1 minute to play of stoppage time, sorry. Anyway, Leah Williamson steps in there to head it away. But Chelsea do pick the ball up with Macario. Now it's over on that far side with Lucy Bronze. Tries to go around the outside of Katie McCabe. It's not a bad cross, but Kyra Cooney's cross is there. And Arsenal now trying to get the ball clear, but haven't managed to. Lucy Bronze has got it again. Mariona closes her down. Brilliant play there for Mariona. Now finds Frida Marnham. Looks to try and go past Erin Cuthbert, but Erin Cuthbert just takes the ball off her. And Millie Bright's got the ball into the last 30 seconds of this first half stoppage time. It's been an incredible first half of football, hasn't it? But brilliant stuff. Anyway, Chelsea coming forward now. There's an offside against Ramirez over on that far side. And that should be that. Candy says, "We don't need to fear Chelsea because we really do have a better team. We'll win today." Well, I must admit, I'm much more confident now going into half time than I was after 10 minutes. But yeah, we said, didn't we, they wouldn't keep that aggression up for 90 minutes. There goes a half time whistle. It is 0-0 at half time, but to be fair, we've played really well in that game. Really well. 3 or 4 big chances. and with a bit more luck, we could have been ahead. But having said that, they've had some chances as well. Daphne made a great save from Macario, and they missed a couple of other opportunities earlier on in the game as well. Erin Cuthbert fired wide, but we've done well in that game. We've grown into it. We've played some lovely football at times, and yeah, if we carry on that way in the second half, you have to say we can get the win here. We can definitely get the win. That was impressive stuff from Arsenal. And Chelsea know they've been in the game there, don't they? Brilliant stuff. So half time at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. We're very, very happy about that. Greg says, great first half. Both teams had big chances. Thank goodness for DVD. Yeah, absolutely. Ag says, well played after a while, Arsenal. Yeah, after a slow start. Dean says, take that all day long. Shame we aren't ahead. Time for a cup of tea for the second half. Absolutely right. I'm going to go and grab myself a cup of tea very, very shortly. But yeah, that was fantastic stuff from Arsenal. You have to say that was a brilliant performance. And I said, before, I'll be happy with 0-0 at half time. It's 0-0 at half time. I am happy, and hopefully the second half will go even better. Ryan says Chelsea got too smug sometimes. Nice to humble them. Exactly. Yeah, they are very smug, and we've been the better team, so they've got nothing to be smug about at the minute, have they? But it is still 0-0, of course. Right, I'm going to go and grab myself a cup of tea. Do not go anywhere, because you do not want to miss that second half, do you? Come on, you do not want to miss the second half, because it's going to be sensational. So we'll be back very, very shortly. Grat says, what a start. Chelsea on fire for the first 10. Yeah, but now they're not, are they? Ag says, but Leah, no such balls. Exactly, yeah, Leah's got to liven herself up. Although she's been better as the game's gone on. So stay with us then. We are going to be back very, very shortly for the second half. But that was quite incredible, wasn't it? Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. What a performance from Arsenal. It's going to be more of the same in the second half, I'm sure. We just need the goal. It's coming though, isn't it? So join us very, very shortly for the second half. Welcome back. For the second half. Chelsea nil, Arsenal nil. I've got my cup of tea. My fantastic Arsenal mug. Look at that, all those kits from years ago. Brilliant stuff. And it is going to be an incredible second half, I'm sure. Miss Pinktot says Chelsea committed 7 fouls, but not one single. Yeah, exactly. Ryan says, let's get a new team photo with Valley. Yeah, no, I need to do that. I keep meaning to do that. I will do that at some point. Terry says, no point, she'll be gone soon. I don't think she will. I don't think she will. Greg says, the ref should realise there's 2 teams on the pitch and she's not a Chelsea supporter. Well, didn't she send off all them Man City players that time? Do you remember when they played Chelsea a couple of years ago? But anyway, let's not worry about the referees. Let's not blame the referees, shall we? We played well in that game, and we deserve a goal or 2. So let's get in the second half. It wasn't the referee's fault that we missed those chances, is it? Some big chances that we missed. So let's do it ourselves now. Anyway, the teams are coming back out now for the second half, and Chelsea are already back on the pitch. I don't think there's been any changes. Of course, Arsenal already had to make that one substitution. Of course, Caitlin Fall's gone off, and Frida Marnham has come on. So let's see if Arsenal can perform as well again in the second half. Because if we do that, I think we've got a great chance of getting all 3 points here and cutting that gap to a very, very doable 4 points, you have to say. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to claw back 4 points against Chelsea, but it's very, very doable, isn't it? Grat says, was any one of the Swedes in the lineup today? Not for Arsenal, no. Chelsea have got Natalie Bjorn in the starting lineup. Oh, and Joanna Cannerin as well. Well, actually, Chelsea made a sub at half time. Ramirez has gone off, and Hamano has come on. The Japanese players come on for Chelsea, so they've had to make a sub as well. That was an injury to Ramirez. She didn't look very happy in that first. She never looks very happy anyway, does she? Let's be honest. But let's see what happens in the second half. Arsenal will be attacking the goal to our left, which is the end where the Arsenal fans are gathered, or the majority of the Arsenal fans are gathered, which I think is an advantage. I'm not sure if the wind's an advantage or not. It looks to be blowing across the pitch as opposed to one goal to the other. Anyway, we are back up and underway in the second half. Leslie Bruce attaches the ball back to Leah Williamson. Now it's with Steph Catley, and we are back up and running at Stamford Bridge. Can Arsenal get what would be a massive victory, not only in terms of the points in the league, but a statement as well, wouldn't it? To say, you know what? We are here under this manager. We are all the big trophies for Chelsea over the next few years. Katie McCabe with a cross towards the edge of the 6-yard, but Hannah Hampton got the ball, but she just dropped it, but only at her feet. She was able to pick it up again. El Loco says the Chelsea fans can't even fill out their tiny stadium despite us being in town. Exactly, yeah. Grat says, okay, see you after the game. Indeed, you will, my friend. Good to see you again. I'm sure we'll see you big soon. Anyway, Lucy Bronze tries an overhead kick, but Arsenal pick the ball up. There's a chance now for Leslie was on the edge of the box. Can she get the ball? Not quite. Natalie Bjorn was across there quickly. And now Chelsea can come forward. Arsenal started the second half really, really well. Pushing Chelsea back already. Really bright now finds Natalie Bjorn. And Hannah Hampton plays it out to really bright again over on that far side. Hannah Hampton gets it back. And now it's with Natalie Bjorn on this near side. Finds Lucy Bronze. Plays that line to Cannerid. Cannerid runs into the back of Katie McCabe. And the referee gives a free kick. Oh, you watch, I'm surprised she doesn't book Katie McCabe. Anyway, she hasn't. And it is a free kick, though, to Chelsea, just inside the Arsenal half. Lucy Bronze with it. Oh, it's a short one, and Kim Little stepped in and Kim Little stepped in again. But Chelsea have managed to win the ball. Comes out to Hermano. Touches it off here to Lucy Bronze. But Katie McCabe steps in with a great interception. But Erin Cupper cuts out that ball. And Chelsea back in possession again. A little bit of a scrappy start to this second half, really. Game hasn't settled yet, but I'm sure it will. Chelsea now on that far side. Neve Charles with it. Plays the ball into Hermano. Turns away, plays a nice ball in there to Macario. Goes out to the far side to Baltimore. Tries to get around Emily Fox, but Emily Fox does well. And it's going to be a corner. Sure, that was a foul. All Baltimore does is, as soon as she loses the ball, she just pushes. She's just a big, well, I say a big bully. She's a little bully. She's got short woman syndrome because she's about 4'2", and all she wants to do is push people. Someone needs to sort her right out. You know, it's a corner to Chelsea, which Macario is going to take over on that far side. Also, a bit of defending to do here right at the start of this second half. Corner comes in low towards the near post. It's flicked on, it's flicked behind. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. I think it was Nuskin there. Flicked that behind. Greg says this ref is giving nothing against Chelsea. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We kind of thought that was going to happen anyway, didn't we? But anyway, she gave us a goal kick there. Not that she had much choice. So we played 3.5 minutes of the second half. Still Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. Leah Williamson is going to take this goal kick. Candy says Baltimore will continue to play like that because the ref refuses to book. Well, exactly, yeah. Exactly, of course. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? But, yeah, the referee could have stopped that in that first half when she did it about 4 times in a row. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal now. So we'll see how this works out. It's going to be Leah Williamson with it. She goes all the way back to goalkeeper Daphne Van Domselaar. Now it's with Steph Catley. That's a nice ball forward as well to Mariona Caldente. Her ball, though, is deflected. Was looking for Kyra Cooney cross, but Chelsea have picked it up. That ball forward cut out by Leah Williamson. Not a great clearance from her, though. Suddenly Chelsea have got a player over here. It's Cannerid. Can she get the shot in? She does get the shot in, but it's weak. Straight into the arms of Daphne Van Domselaar. And again, Leah Williamson with the mistake. She's made a lot of mistakes in this game, Leah Williamson, as she did last year as well in this fixture. And she has against Chelsea before. You know, we're saying Arsenal aren't scared of Chelsea anymore, and we're not. But Leah Williamson seems to play with fear against Chelsea, doesn't she? Because she always makes mistakes that she doesn't normally make. Simple mistakes like she did there. You know, Arsenal in possession over on that far side, but that was a great play there from Frida Minor. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea. Still 0-0, 50 minutes on the clock. Still very little to choose between these sides. You have to say very, very little to choose. And I think that shows, you know, how far that this team's progressed. I know we were the better team at the Emirates, but we lost that game. But the fact that we can come to Chelsea now and just go toe-to-toe with them, I think that's massive credit to everybody at the club. And, you know, if we can find a way to win this game, that would be a massive, massive statement, wouldn't it? Just to show that, you know, we're going to be there. We're going to be there challenging Chelsea for everything going forward, aren't we? Anyway, we just lost the ball again. And then Baltimore plays it back to Neve Charles. Now it's back with Natalie Bjorn. And a square ball on halfway to Millie Bright. Brings it forward, plays it out to that far side. Chelsea started this second half maybe slightly on top again as they did at the beginning of the first half. But Arsenal looking a little bit more comfortable than we did then. And we just deal with that quite nicely. Emily Fox plays it up that far side. And Arsenal now looking to bring it forward. Again, though, it's not a great ball out, is it? Millie Bright steps in, tries a shot from long range, but it's gone harmlessly wide. And that was a bit optimistic there from Millie Bright, wasn't it? Not noted for her long-range shooting. She does score a few goals, but they're usually headers from inside the penalty area, aren't they, generally? But that was an optimistic effort there, wasn't it? I think she thought for a minute there she was Jem Beattie. but that shot was wild and almost hit the corner flag. That's how bad that one was. Anyway, it's a goal kick to Arsenal, and we trying to bring the ball forward up that far side, but we haven't quite got going yet in the second half, have we? But I say we're not going to panic yet, because it was the same in the first half, and we soon settled down and started to play some good football. I have no doubt that's going to happen again. That's a long ball forward there from Natalie Bjorn. Steph Catley's underneath this. She won't be hurried, will she? She won't, you know, she's so cool and calm, and she deals with that really well again, Steph. Playing at centre-back, she's been one of the players of the season for me in the WSL. Great defending again. Look at that. Okay, she miskicked the clearance. She's gone out for a corner, but brilliant defending. Once again, I think she doesn't get the credit she deserves. Everybody talks about Leslie Russo, obviously Mariona. She doesn't get the credit she deserves, but I actually think she's been our best player this season, Steph Catley. For me, she has been our best player, and she's been brilliant again today. Anyway, it's a corner over on this near side, which Sandy Baltimore is going to take. So a high one towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Header comes in from Hermano, and Arsenal scramble it away, and then it's hooked clear. And Arsenal trying to get out quickly, but Chelsea pick up possession again. And again, this is a time for Arsenal to dig in early in the second half. All the ball into the penalty area. Great tackle from Leah Williamson there. She had to get that right, or there would have been a big chance there for Cannerid. But Arsenal can't get the ball away at the minute. It's over on that far side for Chelsea, and now we can tidy this up. Leah Williamson again. That was much better from Leah there. Brilliant interception. It had to be. Anyway, Erin Cuthbert's got this ball into the penalty. Oh, Steph Catley maybe didn't need to deal with that. It would have probably run through to the goalkeeper, but in the end, Chelsea are still coming forward, but not anymore, because that's hooked away by Frida Marnham. Arsenal just need to settle. Just need to settle in the second half and do what we did in the first half. Just see this difficult period out. You know, it is a throw over on that far side. Neve Charles is going to take it for Chelsea on that left-hand side. Headed away by Leah Williamson. Now it's back with Steph Catley. All put under pressure there, and definitely is going to have to come and get this ball. And she grabs it at the second attempt. And we've played nearly 10 minutes of the second half, and Arsenal haven't got going yet. Really difficult spell this again. It was at the start of the first half exactly the same, but we did get better and better as that half went on. I did say maybe we didn't want half time to come because we were on top of the match at that point. But anyway, we are going to have to settle back in again. Leslie Russo just conceded a free kick on halfway over on that far side. Chelsea have taken it quickly. Millie Bright plays it back to the goalkeeper, Hannah Hampton. Now it's with Natalie Bjorn. Goes back again to the goalkeeper. Arsenal not really pressing too much, but we've got a good defensive shape, which if we can keep this, we should be okay anyway. This ball comes up this near side. Katie McCabe steps in. Does well, Katie McCabe. Steph Catley drops off for an option, and then Steph Catley can get the ball clear. And it's going to be a free kick, is it? A throw, sorry, to Arsenal. Greg says Caldente hasn't done anything so far in this game. Well, no, she hasn't. She's been very quiet. I mean, she's done a steady job. She hasn't done anything spectacular, so no one's really noticed that. She's just done a job for the team. But yeah, she hasn't shown her quality that she showed the other night. But she hasn't had the opportunity to do that as well, I suppose. But anyway, Beth Mead tries to flick that throw on forward, but Chelsea do pick it up again. Kim Little in midfield getting the ball taken off, and now it's with Sandy Baltimore. Tries a shot from distance, but it's over the top of the crossbar. No problem there. Last thing you want is for her to score. She did a cool score, didn't she, against us? Wasn't it the winning goal at the Emirates earlier in the season? And she fancied her chances there, but it was a pretty optimistic effort. And it was always going over the crossbar. And another chance goes begging. And it is a goal kick to Arsenal. There's going to be a substitution for Chelsea. Lauren James is coming on, actually. Lauren James is coming on. And, it is Sandy Baltimore's going off. Good. Ta-da. Anyway, Lauren James is coming on. She's just as much of a bully, isn't she? And, of course, her first game for a while since her injury. And she is back. Seems to have dyed her hair. Anyway, Lauren James is on for Chelsea. And Chelsea have been on top in the second half so far, haven't they? But Arsenal so far hanging on and doing okay at the back. Just to go, so surprised Caldente hasn't made any chances so far. She hasn't really had the ball in those dangerous areas, has she? I mean, I think that's been the problem. She's done a job for the team, worked hard, but it just hasn't been her game, has it? Anyway, that ball's been kicked out by Hannah. There's going to be a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Katie McCabe is going to take. Plays that line to Leslie Russo. Arsenal now trying to keep the ball in the Chelsea half. Leslie Russo's done really well. She's done really well. Can she get the cross in? She's done really well. Leslie Russo pulls it back to the edge of the penalty and nobody was there coming in. But Cara Cooney-Cross does pick the ball up for Arsenal. She does well as well. There's a space over on that far side. She finds Emily Fox and just touches it back to Leah Russo. Brilliant play there from Leslie Russo, actually. Fantastic. And she couldn't quite, no one could quite get on the end of that ball. Pulled it back to the edge of the box. A good place to pull the ball back to, actually. It just needed somebody running in on that and would have had a chance to get a shot away. But brilliant play from Leslie Russo. She made Natalie Bjorn look absolutely useless. Nutmeg as well. And that's a great ball to the edge of the box, but no one made that run. Nobody made that run. But that was brilliant play from Russo. She's had a decent game today as well. And again, Hannah Hampton's kicked the ball straight out for a throw to Arsenal, a little bit further up the pitch this time. And Arsenal now having a good spell. It's been a bit of a roller coaster game in that way, hasn't it? Chelsea have had a good spell. We've had a good spell. Leslie Russo again's going around the outside, inside the penalty. She's done really well, but this time she gets the ball taken off her. And Chelsea can now win possession back. Steph Catley wins it high up the pitch. Frida Marnham now tries to play into Leslie Russo. She's got it just on the edge of the penalty area. Puts a cross in. Millie Bright heads it away. And then Lauren James is going to pick it up just outside the Chelsea penalty area. Much better, though, from Arsenal. Coming up towards the hour mark here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. And while on paper, that would actually be a very good result. And it's been a very good Arsenal performance. You do feel as though it's not quite enough, is it? Not quite enough. Just to go, says, feels like we're playing too much through the middle. It's not as dynamic as it could be. Yeah, you're probably right. Michael's River says that Caldente missed another 5-0 for Barca over Real Madrid in the Super Copa half an hour ago. Well, I'm sure she'd rather be playing in a proper game, wouldn't she? Top of the WSL, the best league in the world, the two best teams in the world playing against each other. I'm sure she's made the right decision. I don't think she'd be gutted at all about watching Barcelona beat teams that are just not very good. Where's the fun in that? This is much better, isn't it? Playing a game like this. It's the best game you'll see this weekend by an absolute mile. Anyway, it's gone out for a throw over on this near side to Arsenal. And Arsenal just starting to grow into this game, aren't they, in this second half again, like we did in the first half after a slow start. But Chelsea now, they're looking to come forward. Shot from distance again has gone well wide of that post. I think that was Newskin there with that effort. And Arsenal just starting to settle into this second half, and hopefully we can go on from here and do what we did in the first half. Only this time get the goal. That would be so important. It's getting to that point now, isn't it, where you do feel the first goal is going to be so decisive in this game. Sorry, that's a foul there on Mariona Caldente. It is. And it was Lucy Bronze. Again, the referee decides not to get out the yellow card, which you could easily have done, tackle from behind. But anyway, we're not going to worry too much about referees, are we? There's too much focus on referees as it is. Let's focus on the players. They're what matter. The referees don't, do they? You know, Arsenal trying to come forward now. So that's a good ball. Frida Marnham's after it. Cleared away, though, by Chelsea. And Arsenal should pick this up in midfield. And we do. It's going to fall here to Leslie Russo. But actually, it's a foul by Katie McCabe. She just disagrees with it. And was that a foul? I'm not sure if it was. Anyway, referee's giving it to Chelsea. Candy says, come on, you guys, we need a goal, which will definitely rattle Chelsea. It will, yeah. It would definitely rattle Chelsea. I suppose it was a foul. She kind of slips over Katie McCabe. In fact, no, actually, she was caught. Her heel was caught by Hamano first. And surely that's a foul the other way. Hamano stood on Katie's ankle, and then obviously Katie fell over and fell into the Japanese player. Anyway, but there you go. It is a free kick to Chelsea, which they have taken. The ball switched over to that far side. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. The second half maybe lacking the excitement and stuff that the first half did, but it's a much more technical game now, isn't it? And I think it's become a little bit more cagey. I think maybe both teams maybe thought it was a little bit too open in that first half, too many chances. And I think both coaches have just made a couple of tweaks to the system just to try and stem the flow of chances at both ends. And so the game's become a little bit more like a game of chess in this second half than it was in the first half, and it was really exciting. It's just become more fascinating now, isn't it? And again, it is that sort of difference in styles of play, really, isn't it? Anyway, Hamona now plays the ball forward in the two. Canarid plays the ball up this near side. Lucy Bronze charging forward, puts a cross in towards the far post. It's not a bad cross, actually. Good defending, though, from Emily Fox, with Lauren James coming round the back. But it is another corner. It is another to Chelsea. There's a good cross there. That's really good defending, actually, from Emily Fox. I think his boots been pulled off there. I think Lauren James maybe just caught the back of her. Stina Blackstenius is coming on. Stina Blackstenius is coming on, guys. This is where we go on and win this game. Not sure who's going to come off for her. We'll have to see. Normally it'd be Frida Minor, but Frida Minor's only just come on as a sub, so it's not going to be her. Would it be Kyra Cooney-Cross potentially? Anyway, Emily Fox is having to redo her bootlaces, get her boot back on again. So we're not going to make the sub anyway. Surely we're not going to take Russo off. She's had a great game, Leslie Russo. Anyway, Emily Fox is struggling to get her boot on here. Not quite sure what the issue is. She can't get her footed. That's it. She's done it now. Just needs to do her laces back up again. Ms. Pinksot says, Stina's time to shine indeed. She has got a good record against Chelsea, though, hasn't she? She scored against some big goals against Chelsea before. Can she do it again in this game? Just unsure at the minute who's going to come off for her. That's going to be quite interesting. We're going to have to defend this corner first. Would it be Mariona? She's not made much impact in this game. Or would it be Kyra and put Mariona more centrally? Anyway, corner comes in low. Not a great corner. And Emily Fox, with her boots now tied up, manages to clear that away towards halfway. And Lauren James now clips a ball to Erin Cuthbert inside the centre circle. We've played 64.5 minutes. That ball played forward, flicked on over on that far side. Good defending there from Leah Williamson, but Chelsea still managed to pick the ball up with Macario, plays it back. The cross is going to come in, headed out well by Kyra Cooney-Cross to Frida Marnham, touches the ball forward to Leslie Russo. Arsenal now on a counter-attack now. Beth Mead, so that's a foul. And it is going to be a free kick. Is this going to be the time to get Stina on? Surely that's got to be a yellow card for Niamh Charles. Beth Mead saying the same thing to the referee. She's just gone past her there. She just clips her. That's got to be a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card. I'm sorry. That's a yellow card all day long. And Katie McKay is making that point quite clear to the referee. Chelsea have committed 100 fouls in this game. They haven't received one yellow card yet. You know what's going to happen? The first yellow card in this game is going to go to Katie McKay. You absolutely know it will. Kim Little is now speaking to the referee, probably making that point. It's Beth Mead's going off. Yeah, that's probably a good decision, actually. I didn't really think of Beth Mead. And Stina is coming on. And it is going to be Stina's time here. She has got 25 minutes to make an impact. And we know how often she's made an impact from the bench before. And can she do it again? Stina is going to be the key player now. One or two chances in the first half you felt would have been ideal for Stina. You know, Arsenal have this free kick looking straight away for Stina, but Beth Mead gets header away. Millie Bright gets header away. Beth Mead, of course, it's gone off, for Stina. And Mariona now touches it off over on that far side. It's a good ball. It's a good ball to Emily Fox. Pulls it back. Shot comes in from Frida Marnham. It's blocked in front of the goalkeeper. That was lovely play again from Arsenal. We've ripped through this Chelsea defence at times in this game. Absolutely fantastic football again from Arsenal. And that was Emily Fox's ball. Fell to Frida Marnham. Her effort was on target, but it was blocked by the defender in front there. And now Arsenal coming forward again over on that far side. Cross comes in, it's blocked. It's going to come back to Leslie Russo. Seems to have gone over on that right-hand side. She's done well actually, kick that ball in. And this is a good spell now from Arsenal. is the momentum with us now in this game? Steph Catley's going to have to run after this, but Katie McCabe steps in, and definitely Van Domselaar can tidy that up. Arsenal now looking to take the game to Chelsea. We're almost at the midway point in this second half. Is this Arsenal's time now to really go for the kill? And Steiner now over on that far side, touches it off to Leslie Russo. Get yourself in the box, Steiner. That's where you need to be. Get yourself in the box. Leslie Russo tried to thread that ball through to Steiner, but it was cut out by Millie Bright. And now Chelsea trying to get the ball clear, but good pressure this from Arsenal. And Steph Catley should get there. Hopefully, can she? Just got a foot in there ahead of Lucy Bronze, and another tackle there from Kate McCabe. This is brilliant stuff from Arsenal. Kim Little now on halfway plays the ball forward to Stina Blackstenius Stina Blackstenius, touch off to Mariona, gets it back again. Mariona now it's with Kim Little. This is good stuff from Arsenal. This we can match Chelsea's aggression when we need to, but we can also play much better football. Now it's Frida Marnham tries a shot from distance, but it's straight into the arms of Hannah Hampton. A bit optimistic from Frida there, to be fair, but why not take a shot? If you don't take a shot, you don't score. And she didn't score on that particular occasion. It was quite a long way out. It's 35 yards. She has scored from that sort of distance before, Frida, but she obviously would need to hit it much better than that. And it was far too comfortable there for Hannah Hampton. But a good spell this from Arsenal. Since bringing Stina on, suddenly we've taken the game to Chelsea. I think they're worried about her because they know how great her goal scoring record is against them. Anyway, Leslie Russo's gone out to that right-hand side. So Stina's playing through the middle. And Kyra Cooney cross. Wow, brilliant. Cuts the ball out. Lovely back heel as well. And Arsenal keep possession. And this is good stuff. Oh, Kim Little there. Lovely stuff. Finds Mariona. Dropping a bit deeper to try and get the ball. Now she finds Stina on this near side. Stina just touches it back to Katie McCabe. Cuts in field. Katie McCabe's had a really good game today as well. But what's the bet is it's going to be? There's no yellow cards yet in this game. What's the bet is it'll be an Arsenal player to get the first one, and we kind of know who it's likely to be because it always is. Anyway, Arsenal now got to look to come forward. That wasn't a great ball there, was it? By Kyra that time, cut out, but falls to Emily Fox here just inside the Arsenal half, plays it into Kim Little, and now Kyra plays it back to Steph Catley, and she's going to find Leah Williamson. Arsenal having a good spell here. Can it lead to a goal? What a great time to score it here into the last 20 minutes. It's getting to that point now, isn't it, where you do feel the first goal is going to be the goal that maybe decides this game. Leah Williamson now. Oh, that ball's cut out. It's a good idea, but Kyra picks up a loose ball, touches it off to Kim Little. Also having a really good spell here. Oh, but that ball from Kim trying to get Katie McCabe clear on this near side. It's gone out of play. It's going to be a throw to Chelsea coming into the last 20 minutes. And I'm sure Renee will be absolutely delighted with how we've played this game today. But a draw, as good as it would be, isn't quite good enough, is it? Terry says, I think the rest forgot to bring her cards. Well, oh, yeah, you remember that game against Man City Chelsea when she booked like 100 players? I don't know where the cards gone to. Anyway, Stina now up this near side. Can't quite beat the defender. Friend, of course, Natalie Bjorn from the Swedish team. Steph Catley again steps in. Not a great ball forward, though. And now she's out of position and she needs to get herself back. Katie McCabe steps in, though. And now Chelsea coming forward over on that far side. Arsenal working so hard without the ball today. Really have worked. So I look at Leslie Russo. The work she's put in has been phenomenal. Anyway, cross comes in from Chelsea. Blocked by Leah Williams. It's going to be another corner, though, to Chelsea. And Arsenal have worked so hard today. You can see how much this game means. Candy says, come on, Arsenal, need this win. We do need this win. We need to keep this corner out first is what we need to do. We can't have Chelsea scoring. They've taken it short. The cross comes in, headed out of the near post by Kyra, who's had a great game as well. And now Mariona battling away for the ball over on that far side with Lauren James. Chelsea do keep possession with Canarid. Finds Lucy Bronze. Plays it square to Millie Bright and touches it back to Lucy Bronze again. The two lionesses linking up. That's a good ball up this near side. Kim Little's come across to defend against Canarid. You know what she's going to do, go around the outside. Brilliant play that was from Kim Little there. Fantastic. Anyway, the ball where he falls to Lucy Braun. She whips across in. Daphne's going to get that. No problem at all. And that is good stuff there from Kim Little, wasn't it? Brilliant defending from her. Stop that cross. And then Lucy Bronze's cross in there was comfortable there for Daphne Van Domselaar. No problem there at all. 72 minutes on the clock. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. It's starting to get a little bit tense now, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's starting to get a little bit tense. Every time Chelsea come forward, you think, if Chelsea score now, it's over. But we've certainly played our part in this game. There's been nothing to choose between the sides. And if we're totally honest, although a draw is probably isn't enough for us in terms of the league title, you have to say a draw is probably the fair result. I think both teams have had chances. Both teams have played to their strengths and played well. And yeah, I suppose a draw is probably the right result overall. But we need to win it, and we've still got time to win it. But I suppose, as you always say in football, if you can't win the game, you have to make sure you don't lose. And while I say a draw may not quite be enough in the overall scheme of the title race, we'll certainly be... I said before the game, what I wanted to see us do was compete with this Chelsea team and show that we're as good as them. And, whether or not it's going to be enough for this season's title, no, but it's good for the future, isn't it? To say that we're here and you've got to take us seriously. Because I don't think Sonia Bonpasta didn't really take us seriously in the press conference before the game. But she certainly will take us seriously now. Russo over on that far side, tries to get across in. Good defending again from Millie Bright, who's been good at the back for Chelsea, as she generally is. And that could have been a chance there. Steen had made her way into the penalty area. And if Leslie Russo's cross came across to her, then it could easily have been trouble there for Arsenal. Oh, the ball comes in and the opposing ball back. It's a shot on the turn. Oh, just over the top there. That was Frida Martin with it. And wow, that was almost a breakthrough there. It was a throw over on that far side. And it was a lovely turn there. Was it Stina pulled the ball back and the flick came in first of all, the first effort. And then the second effort from Frida Martin hit the post behind the goal. And that was so unlucky there for Arsenal. Oh, if she just managed to get her foot more around that and put it into the far corner, that could have been the goal and a breakthrough for Arsenal. Great play from Stina, actually, in the build-up to that. And almost the goal there. Miss Pinksot says, dang, indeed. I'm sure we're going to get some more chances yet. That won't be it. Stina's working hard. Does well, actually. And Arsenal will pick up possession. Steph Catley plays it with the rest, giving a free kick to Chelsea again. And, well... was that really a free kick? I don't know. Anyway, Chelsea are making another substitution now. In fact, they're making two. Guro Wrighton is one of the players coming on for certain. And I think it's Veka Kaptan as well who's coming on for them. Oh, no, it isn't actually. It's... I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll worry about that in a minute. Arsenal playing the ball forward to Stina. Oh, she's giving it away. That wasn't great play, was it? They're giving it straight to Lauren James. And now Hamona for Chelsea. And again, Arsenal have done well there. In fact, Katie McCabe conceded a free kick. Surely it was the two Chelsea players crashed into each other there. And even Lauren James looks embarrassed by that decision. Katie McCabe won the ball and the two Chelsea players collided and the referee's given a free kick to Chelsea. Wow, that is incredible, that. Phil says, why don't the ref just put a blue shirt? I don't know why the ref doesn't put a blue shirt on, really, because that is ridiculous. Katie McCabe making her feelings quite clear about that as well. I'll tell you, it says Beavis. It's Beavis and Butted, yeah. Aggie Beaver Jones is coming on. She will be very shortly, probably after this free kick, which Macario is going to take for Chelsea. We're into the last 15 minutes. It's getting to that nervy time, isn't it? In this game where you know one mistake, one piece of magic is going to decide it. Macario's free kick to the far post, headed back across the goal. Good header away from Stina. And then surely that's a free kick to Arsenal. It is. Brilliant defensive header there from Stina Blackstenius inside the 6-yard box. And now Chelsea will make their substitutions. And it is Macario is going off. And it is going to be Guru Wrighton coming on. Obviously, she scored some big goals against us as well, hasn't she, over the years? Guru Wrighton. We know what a great player she is. And in fact, it's Kenner had gone off as well. And Aggie Beaver Jones has come on for Chelsea. They try and win this game. Obviously, a victory for Chelsea today pretty much gives them the title, doesn't it? Let's be honest. A draw probably does anyway, but it keeps it slightly alive. Of course, an Arsenal win throws it wide open. And it's still all to play for. Oh, that was nice from Mariona. Almost got past Lucy Bronze. But Lucy's managed to keep the ball. And now Natalie Bjorn's going to go back to goalkeeper Hannah Hampton. Terry says, hate Chelsea, but I wouldn't mind Wrighton at Arsenal. Yeah, she's a great player, isn't she, Guru Wrighton? She's a very, very good player. There's no doubt about that. And I say she's often scored some big goals against us as well, hasn't she, over the years? And is she going to be the difference maker for Chelsea maybe in this game? Who knows? Hopefully not. Now Arsenal just picked the ball up again. That was Leah Williamson. And now it's played out to that far side. Leslie Russo plays it in. Oh, looking to get Stina in behind Millie Bright. You can see that's what the plan is to with Stina. Get her running in behind at Millie Bright, because you know that Millie Bright won't be able to catch her. And that's if that comes off once, it might well be enough to win this game. Anyway, Chelsea are now coming forward. Aggie Beaver Jones on this near side. Plays it back to Lucy Bronze, sorry. Gets it back again. Aggie plays it infield to Lauren James. There's a lot of Lionesses on show now, isn't there, in this game? And that's why England are one of the best teams in the world. Because we've got players who play at the top level for the top teams. Aggie Beaver Jones now on this near side, cutting in field. He's going to try and dribble around Katie McCabe. No, she's not. She's going to give the ball instead to Hermano. Now it's back to Lucy Bronze. Hermano again on this near side. Ball played forward. Is Hermano going to keep it in? Good defending again there from Arsenal. Was that Kim Little again? She's been a little dynamo in that team today. Kim Little, a proper captain's performance. Are you watching Martin Ødegaard? This is what a captain does. And it is a corner though to Chelsea. We're coming up towards the last 10 minutes of normal time. It is getting really tense, isn't it? I don't know how you guys are feeling. I'm starting to feel a bit nervous, I've got to be honest. This corner comes in all the way to the far post, and it's volleyed high over the crossbar there from Lucy Bronze. She does pop up with goals every now and again, doesn't she, Lucy? But thankfully on that occasion, she got that all wrong. And it's gone into the row Z behind the goal. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. And that will be fine for the time being, won't it? Every time Chelsea come forward, you do get a little bit of a feeling of panic. But suddenly Arsenal now coming forward. Can we get the goal? Emily Fox. Stina's making her way into the box. It comes to Frida Marnham. Oh, good block actually there from Bjorn. Just in front of Frida there. Bit dangerous just inside the penalty. If that had come off her arm, could have been an Arsenal penalty anyway. That was another good attack from Arsenal. And I'm sure Chelsea fans are feeling just as nervous when we come forward because we've certainly played some great football in this game. So the second half's been a bit more cagey. It's been a little bit more tactical, but it is still anybody's game. Steph Catley bringing it forward now for Arsenal. Finds Katie McCabe on this near side. Gives it back to Kim Little. Dinks the ball into the box. It's not a bad ball, but Millie Bright's there. She's going to win them all day, isn't she, Millie? That's her biggest strength. If we're going to get through this Chelsea defence, we need to play the ball much more in behind. Anyway, Lauren James has got the ball on this near side. And she's done well, actually. Gets past Marion a little bit too easily. Lauren James, good tackle on her there. Kim Little, that is brilliant. Hey, she's given a penalty. You are joking me. She's won the ball. How on earth is that a penalty? This referee, honestly, this is ridiculous. How on earth is that a penalty? She's won the ball. This is a big moment in this game. Kim Little is now speaking to the referee. Was it Leah Williamson with a tackle or was it Kim Little? Either way, that's no way is that a penalty. Watch this here. She's gone past her. She's got the ball. She's got the ball. I'm sure she's got the ball. Yeah, she's got the ball. She got a touch on the ball there. She's got the ball. How is that a penalty? How on earth is that a penalty? I mean, that is just ridiculous. That is the worst penalty decision I think I've ever seen in my life. And she's got a red card out. She's got a red card out. Has Katie McCabe been sent off? She has. Katie McCabe's been sent off. Katie McCabe has been sent off. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Why are we allowing stuff like this to go on? Why are we? Honestly, the referee's made one mistake. They can make one mistake, but then to send off, yeah, Katie McCabe is upset, right? Obviously, she's upset because that is never a penalty in a million years. Candy says, this is ridiculous now. Absolutely ridiculous. It is. But we knew this referee would end up having to be the star because she always is the star. Anyway, Daphne Van Donselaar will be facing Guru Wrighton. And let's see what happens here. Can Daphne make a big save? Arsenal are going to have to play the rest of this game with 10 players anyway, whether this goes in or not. It's Guru Wrighton against Daphne Van Donselaar. This game has been absolutely rigged. The referee has been quite simply appalling. Is justice going to be done? Is justice going to be done? Guru Wrighton against Daphne Van Donselaar. Can she make the save? No, she can't. Guru Wrighton has put it in. Our Chelsea have even got the cheek to celebrate. Is absolutely ridiculous. That is the biggest injustice that you will ever see. And it's not like Chelsea need any help, is it? How can they celebrate that goal? I don't know. I don't know. That is just ridiculous. I mean, Daphne, bless her, committed to the dive completely the wrong way. Had she gone the right way, she may well have saved it. But there you go. It's 1-0 to the referee. There is absolutely no doubt about that. And I don't think you'll see a worse bit of refereeing in your entire life. And it makes it difficult to watch football now, doesn't it? When the corruption is so blatant, it's honestly ridiculous. It's just, it almost makes it like, why do we want to watch it? You know, they're trying to promote the women's game, right, and the WSL, and it is great to watch the football, but then you get absolute things like this happening, and it's happening week in, week out. It's not just now. That surely, see, look, Leslie Russo's just been fouled, and the referee says, "Oh no, we'll play on because Chelsea have got the ball." Honestly, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And of course, bearing in mind, Arsenal are down to 10 players as well now. Katie McCabe got sent off, probably because she told the referee some truths, hung truths, which need to be said. Because quite honestly, she's been shocking all game. Chelsea have made 100 fouls. They haven't got one yellow card. Not one yellow card. Just a girl says, this ref is for Chelsea. They want Chelsea to win the league at this point. Who'll do anything to get it? Well, it's difficult to disagree with that. It's difficult to disagree with that. I don't like to blame referees. I don't, because I think the responsibility of the result and the team is on the players. But today, Arsenal have been robbed, quite honestly. How well we've played, we've just literally been robbed by one terrible decision to give the penalty, and then the second decision to send off Katie. And we don't know what Katie McCabe said. And knowing Katie McCabe, it's not going to be very complimentary, is it? But even so, you can't reinforce one terrible decision with another one. You just can't do it. You just cannot do it. I don't want to call it corruption because I don't think it's corruption. I don't know what it is. Incompetence is probably a better word. So it says this is robbery. I can't even blame the goal. No, we can't blame the team. The team have been brilliant today. The team have absolutely been brilliant today, and we've been absolutely robbed of at least a point, and probably all three now. And it's almost pointless now watching this game. It's almost pointless watching this game. Absolutely ridiculous. And Arsenal making 2 subs now. Kafaji and Lotta Wuba-Moya coming on. It's all going to be in vain, you feel, but obviously we're shore up that defence, I suppose. But there you go. It's a disgrace, says Phil. Yeah, David says it keeps coming again and again. Let's be clear, it's corruption. I don't want to believe it is corruption. Anyway, Kim Little's coming off for Rosa Kafaji. Brilliant performance from Kim Little today, actually. Absolutely magnificent from the captain. Ran herself into the ground. And Rosa Kafaji is coming on. And Lotta was coming on as well. And it's Kyra Cooney Cross, another brilliant performance from Kyra, actually. She's maybe been sacrificed for the 10 players. We're into the last 3 minutes. Steve says, don't forget, I'm not changing the score, no, because that goal doesn't count, because it was cheating and corruption, so I'm not having it. So the goals, I'm going to leave it 0-0. I'm not changing the score. Because only goals, are we only going to count goals that are scored fairly? So that goal doesn't count, as far as I'm concerned. So it says these refs are always against us, both in men and women's game. Well, it appears to be the case, doesn't it? It does appear to be the case. I don't quite know why that would be the case. I don't know what we've done necessarily to warrant that, but anyway, it does appear to be the case, doesn't it? But anyway, there is 2 minutes to play of normal time, and well, Arsenal might as well just start kicking the shit out of Chelsea now. We might as well just start doing it because it doesn't matter anymore. We might as well get some more players sent off because we've lost this game anyway. So we might as well kick a few of them, mightn't we? We might as well. The ref forgot the yellow card. She only has a red one. Well, she didn't have any cards, did she, for any Chelsea players? She still hasn't, actually. I mean, it's quite ridiculous, isn't it? When you look at the way Chelsea have played this game, how aggressive they've been from the start. Not one yellow card. Not one yellow card. And we're the team that's down to 10 players. Down to sheer frustration for the fact that the referee has made a horrendous decision. Just a goal says, at least we know that the men and women's game at Arsenal are being treated equally. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. One way of looking at it, yes, I suppose it is. Anyway. Suddenly we got a chance here. There was a foul by... Are you going to get a yellow card out? She's going to get a yellow card out. Oh, finally. She's finally found her yellow card. It's Erin Cuthbert on her 100th foul of the day. Finally gets a yellow card. Brilliant refereeing again. Fantastic. In the 90th minute, by the way. Wow. I mean, that is quite a horrible challenge again, isn't it? A horrible challenge again. Absolutely ridiculous. And Erin Cuthbert gets a yellow card in the 90th minute. The 90th minute. Anyway, it's going to be a chunk of stoppage time. So we're going to get a bit more fun against that one yet. Let's see how much stoppage time there is going to be. We're just about to find out. I would say 5 or 6 minutes. What do you reckon? 6. There you go. So Arsenal have got 6 minutes to try and kick a few more Chelsea players. Particularly diving Lauren James will be the first one on my list. Or can we somehow find a goal? Of course we can't. We've got 10 players, and Mikel Arteta has already told us we can't. You can't expect to score a goal with 10 players. So we're not going to score a goal, obviously. So we just need to see if we can kick a few Chelsea players instead, because you know, it's impossible to get any result with 10 players, isn't it? David says there maybe there's a certain amount other teams pay and we don't. Well, I don't know. I can't honestly believe that can be the case. I don't see how it can be. But then you see what happens week in, week out, and it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Greg says, give a Chelsea player a yellow card when she should have gave us the advantage, then booked her when the game started. Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. So not only did she give the yellow card too late, she made the wrong decision. Anyway, Aggie Beaver-Jones is now coming forward down this near side, probably going to go for a corner flag. Lucy Bronze now tries to go past Rosa Kafaji, tries to thread the ball through to Hermione. It might well be 2-0. Good save from Daphne, actually. Good save from Daphne. And she's had another good game, hasn't she? The Arsenal goalkeeper. Arsenal looking a bit tired now. Obviously, we must be feeling so low after working so hard for so long, and to be robbed in that way. And Chelsea coming forward again. Ball across the box. Lauren James can't get the finish. And Emily Fox makes a good block. Don't even try and put a tackle in the box on her because she'll just go down. Anyway, the cross comes in from Guru Wright and it's gone behind. Ryan says, it just shows we are the better team anyway, despite it. Oh, I agree. I think today we've played really well. We have played really, really well. Anyway, there's 4 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Wouldn't you love the referee to try and even this up? Not that she's going to, and give us some sort of dodgy penalty. You can't see it happening, obviously. But anyway, another save from Daphne actually there. She's actually been brilliant, actually, Daphne, today. But anyway, it looks as though the referee is going to be player of the match for Chelsea. And you have to say she's been brilliant for Chelsea today, the referee. She pretty much did everything other than actually scored a goal for him. She virtually did that as well. Anyway, Arsenal now with the ball. It's into Stina inside the box. Can she get there? Not quite, because Chelsea's defender there came across Bjorn. And there is 3 minutes to play. And surely the referee's going to get player of the match. And they give it to Millie Bright. Well, the referee must have come second then, surely. Because she's done absolutely everything for Chelsea in this game. I mean, Millie Bright's played pretty well at the back for Chelsea, headed everything away. It's difficult to pick a player of the match, actually. It's. Oh, and there's been a Chelsea player down over on that far side. So the referee's going to stop the game and give a free kick to Chelsea. That is a surprise. There is a surprise. Anyway. Oh, is it a free? Oh, it's going to be a drop ball, actually. It's going to be a drop ball. Because Arsenal did have possession. It was only to stop the game, really, was it? Let's be honest. There was no need to stop the game there because she wasn't even injured. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely from Leslie Russo. Go on, go down in the area, ref. That's a penalty, ref. Oh, my days. Arsenal now getting slightly more aggressive. She gives a free kick to Chelsea. Oh, my word. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it wasn't a penalty. Let's be honest. It wasn't a penalty. It is a foul. Oh, is that not a foul on bloody Emily Fox, actually? Oh, my days. Absolutely. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It wasn't a penalty on Leslie Russo, actually. It was a foul on Emily Fox. It was maybe a penalty on her. But, of course, the ref's not going to give us a penalty. Christ. One of the Arsenal players could get shot in a penalty area and the referee give a free kick to Chelsea. We have got a throw. We're into the last, just over 1 more minute of stoppage time to play. I'm hoping if Arsenal do score in this game, we just celebrate with a referee in front of her face. We've got another throw over on that far side. We're into the last minute. I actually think, and I know this is quite difficult to do, but I think I actually hate this Chelsea team more than I hated Emma's Chelsea team. And I think I hate their manager more than I hate Emma. I just hate looking at her. She's so smug. And they've been lucky today, Chelsea. There's no doubt about it. They've been lucky. Renee will be absolutely devastated to have lost this game. Will Arsenal now manage to find one more moment, one more chance in this final minute of the game? We've got another throw over on the far side. We're into the last 30 seconds of stoppage time. Can we somehow find some piece of magic? Ball played up that far side. Chelsea managed to scramble it away. I think the chance has gone. But we're coming forward now. Lotta Ruben-Moy brings it up for us over on that far side. Mariona tried to find Leslie Russo. The pass was cut out, and you do feel that might well be that. The referee's not going to play any longer to give us time. She hasn't. She's blown the whistle. The player of the match has blown the whistle, and Chelsea, with 12 players, have won this game. They don't need 12 players, do they? They're good enough to win without it. But today, they would not have won this game without the help of their super sub in black. And Chelsea have won 1-0, but they didn't really win 1-0, did they? Absolutely cheated their way, and the referee helped them along the way, of course. We certainly didn't deserve that, did we? And just incredibly bad refereeing, incredibly bad. And of course, now Katie McCabe will be suspended for the FA Cup game in midweek, the Man City game next week, and the Man City game in the semi-final of the League Cup as well, on the back of that red card. So it's cost us that as well, hasn't it? Greg says we were cheated out of that game. Disgusting indeed. It is quite disgusting. And I mean, Chelsea are celebrating. I mean, obviously they're celebrating because winning that game today was something they didn't deserve. So of course they're going to celebrate, but they should be embarrassed, quite honestly. They should be embarrassed that they've won that game in that manner. That was just incredibly, well, I don't really know what to say. Absolutely cheated out of that. Call me whatever says it was a clear penalty. But it's not a clear penalty when she's got the ball first. How's that? It's not a clear penalty at all. It's not a penalty at all. She got the ball first, and then Lauren James fell over her leg. That's not a penalty. That's winning the defender winning the ball. I mean, we don't know what Katie McCabe said, to be fair. So it's difficult to know. But the referee already made one bad decision. You can't then follow it up with another one straight after. But anyway, and Chelsea are celebrating as though they've won the league. They have won the league, but in that manner, it's very, very. They should feel embarrassed. They should feel embarrassed. The referee should feel embarrassed. I mean, Arsenal players look in shock, and you have to say that they are in shock because we didn't get anything that we didn't get what we deserved out of that game. The minimum we deserved there was a draw, the minimum. And we've been completely robbed of that by a refereeing performance from start to finish that was just quite honestly disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. It's going to be interesting to, I mean, in the women's game, it's managers and coaches generally aren't very critical of referees, are they? I mean, I know Emma Hayes tended to be, but in general, they're not, are they? I want Renee to come out after this game and call that what it was, a disgrace. That's what she should do. And yes, let her get fined, let her get a touchdown. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What's more important is the, the game itself, the sport itself. It's being ruined week in, week out. And this referee is the worst one. We know that anyway. We know she's the worst referee. Anyway, Corey says, although we got cheated, but Mariona and Leah in particular. Yeah, I agree. I didn't think Mariona was great today. I didn't think that Leah Williamson was great today either. But, Arsenal could be down to 4th place after this weekend now on the back of that as well. So, it's not only cheated us out of the opportunity to get back in the title race, it could even cost us a Champions League place. That's how important that terrible decision was. I mean, it's a disgrace, isn't it? They're going to show it again now. It is an absolute disgrace. I mean, she's got into the box there. She's got the ball. Clearly got the ball. Clearly got the ball. I mean, Mariona was far too weak in the first place, but even so, she's got the ball. It's ridiculous. The more you see it, the worse it looks, actually. The more you see it, the worse it looks. Just terrible, terrible, terrible. It needs to be called out. I'm sorry. It needs to be called out. And it wasn't just that decision, was it? It was the whole game. Chelsea were kicking lumps out of us from the start. Never got booked until the final minute. Anyway, Lucy Bromsey, I'm going to be quite interested to know what. Oh, shit, I just turned my telly off. Oh, it doesn't matter. Can't be asked for it now anyway. Matty says, absolute atrocities are happening and Arsenal are being too calm about it. Fans need to boycott because of this corrupt anti-Arsenal agenda. Needs to get sorted out now. Yeah, it's difficult to disagree. I don't want to believe it's corruption. I don't want to believe it can be. I don't know what it is. it seems incompetence. I don't know. It's difficult to say, isn't it? But what it needs to be is it needs to be called out. It seems as though the whole of football is geared around defending referees, because if a player or a manager comes out and criticises them, they'll get a fine and get a ban, right? So the whole game is to protect referees, which is fine to a certain extent. But what you've got to do is you've got to look at why the referees are being criticised as much as they are. And the reason why is because of how terrible they are. So you've got to look at it and say, let's see what we can do to actually maybe try and improve their performance, try and improve their, what they're doing, make them better. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. It needs to be, football needs to be about the players. It needs to be about the fans. It needs to be about the right things. It doesn't need to be about protecting referees. VAR has been the worst thing ever to happen to football. And, people say, well, if VAR was there in the women's game, that might have got overturned. Well, I don't care if it got overturned or not. That's not the point, is it? The point is the referees have got to be better. The referees have got to be better. And this referee today was absolutely atrocious. Dean says, got to take accountability for them being shit, which never happens. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Steve says, even Alex Scott. Well, Alex Scott's paid by the BBC, so that's not what she really thinks. She's got a little thing in her ear telling her what to say, because she's a robot like the rest of them. They're not allowed to speak their own mind, are they? Imagine if she came out and said, actually, this refereeing performance was... Ian Wright will say how it is. Ian Wright will tell you how it is. Listen to what he says. David says, you people, if you keep fearing to speak out, then soccer is gone. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Rajendra says the BBC are too in favour of the refs. Well, no, the BBC just pretend to tick the right boxes. That's all they ever do. Whatever they say, I don't listen. I've actually switched it off. It's just pointless. It's just pointless listening to the BBC. It's pointless listening to anybody, because nobody's actually going to come out and say, you could argue, I suppose, if that was a penalty or not. She clearly got the ball first, so it wasn't a penalty. And you could maybe say, well, okay, yeah, fair enough. The referees looked at it and maybe it's looked like it was a penalty. You could maybe argue that, and that's fair enough. But what that doesn't excuse is the terrible refereeing that went before that in this game, letting Chelsea get away with foul after foul after foul after foul, not getting one yellow card out at all, and then sending Katie McCabe off for actually saying to the referee, that's a terrible decision you just made there. That's the biggest issue. The penalties are almost an irrelevance in some ways. That was just an accumulation of a terrible refereeing performance. It's what went on before that that's just as important, and that's going to get ignored because no one will talk about it. No one will talk about it. Joe says, what gets me is Chelsea fans the other day were saying how this ref is anti-Chelsea. Wasn't this the ref who sent off 2 Man City players? Exactly, yeah. That's right, yeah. I was talking about that before. That's exactly the same referee, yeah. Whatever says, we can all blame the ref, players or manager, but the thing that we should be focusing on is our bench compared to Chelsea. Well, no, what you've got to remember is, Chelsea have had this squad for a long time. Emma Hayes built this, and we've almost had to start again, starting when Jonas came in and continuing it now. And we can grow from this. And I don't think our bench was particularly weaker than Chelsea's. Lauren James was half fit anyway, so she didn't make much impact. I don't think Aggie Beaver-Jones is actually that good anyway. Good Wright is a decent player, but then we had Stina on the bench, Frida on the bench, so we had a quality there as well. Matty said, let's face it, Lauren James is the golden child of WSL. Yeah, exactly, yeah. She's not had to contest a single refereeing decision for a very long time. Refs keep giving her the benefit of that. Yeah, and I think that comes down to, and I don't like to use this, I do think it comes down to a little bit of anti-racism, if you like, because it's been said, hasn't it, particularly with Lauren James, that she's been the victim of racism, one thing and another. So I think referees are too scared to give anything against her now. I do think that's part of it, and it shouldn't be, because it ultimately doesn't matter, does it? Who cares? Who cares what colour a player is? If you're fouled, you're fouled. If you're not fouled, you're not. If you've committed a serious foul, it should be a yellow card or a red card. You have. But unfortunately now the world's been taken over by all this kind of box ticking exercise, and you can't be seen, nobody can be seen to be against anybody that's not white. you can't seem to be doing that. And I think that's part of it with Lauren James in particular, because to me, Lauren James has accused people of that in the past, and I think it sticks, doesn't it? And now I think overcompensation happens with her. I don't think that necessarily was the reason today, but I think in general you're right, Matty, and I do think that she's refereeing in a different way, Lauren James, now, and I think that's the main reason. It's not just her, but her in particular. But there you go. Dean says the actual sport is no longer at the foot. Well, no, it isn't. You're absolutely right. And that's the problem, isn't it? Now, it's another game where the referee is the focus of our attention. What we should be talking about is how brilliant Arsenal played today against a very, very good side. One of the best sides in the world, Chelsea are, and how well we played. And yes, we missed some chances in the first half, and we were hoping that wasn't going to come back to haunt us. But how well Arsenal played, right? That is such a that should be what we're talking about here. But it's got overshadowed completely once again. It's got overshadowed by the officials. They've become too important. And I think VAR, although VAR is not in the WSL, but VAR has encouraged that more. Because who was it said it? I saw an interview with somebody recently, and they were saying that VAR has actually meant that we're talking about little decisions that we never used to talk about. And it's now the focus every single week, isn't it? And this is what's happened today. This is what's happened today, isn't it? Matty says Slegger's made a mistake starting forward. Not that she didn't deserve a start, but because Arsenal desperately lacked something special in that second half. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Ag says, yes, the Arsenal girls played well. Stina needed early. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think Stina maybe come at the right time. Unfortunately, the game wasn't really. You could see the reason for bringing Stina on was because hopefully she could have run in behind Millie Bright, and that's what we needed to try and do. It didn't quite work out that way, but that was the plan, wasn't it? But yeah, as it turned out, it didn't quite work. And had we brought her earlier, I don't think it would have made that much difference today, really, unless she'd started the game. Ryan says, good performance by Arsenal. We have the best team. Shame ref is a Chelsea fan. Yeah, exactly. It is a shame. But there you go. Let's have a look at the stats of that game, actually, because I'm quite interested now to see what the stats were, actually. Let's have a look. Just Chelsea had 21 shots and Arsenal had 10. 2 on target for Arsenal, 9 for Chelsea. I mean, you look at that and you kind of think to yourself, well, Arsenal is the better team, but I don't think the game looked like that, did it? I just don't think it did. Chelsea 11 fouls, Arsenal 8. 1 yellow card to Chelsea. And there you go. We had more passes in Chelsea. We had more accurate passes in Chelsea. We had more forward passes in Chelsea, more long balls in Chelsea, more touches in Chelsea. But we've lost. Ag says, should Russo have had a penalty? I don't think Russo should have. I thought Emily Fox should have straight after that. 170 says, we lost when Ford got injured. It didn't help, did it? Because she was doing all right. Greg says, it should have put Russo wide. Would have been better taking Marnham off and having Steen and Russo up front. Yeah, maybe. Shouldn't have put. Yeah, I don't know. The game changed, didn't it? Anyway, Terry says, how come in every sport the refs are spot on, yet football they haven't got a clue? It's a good point. It is a very good point. I don't know the reasons for that, but you're absolutely right. I watch other sports and I'm not saying the referees are always right in other sports. They make mistakes like everybody, but they don't seem anywhere near as bad, do they, in other sports than they do in football. They just don't. But there you go. What can you do? It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. So anyway, we're not going to change anything, are we? we're not going to change anything. One, because we're just fans and nobody cares about what fans want, what fans think. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's disappointing, obviously. It's really disappointing. But it is what it is. We can only look forward now. And there's still a lot for Arsenal to look forward to, isn't there? You know, the WSL's gone, but we've still got 3 cup competitions that we're very, very much in. We've got the semi-finals to come of the League Cup. We've got the FA Cup starting on Wednesday. We play Bristol City at home, and that will be followed by London City Lionesses at home. Great opportunity to reach the quarter-final. And, of course, we've got the Champions League. The draw's coming up, in 10 days' time. So there's still lots and lots to look forward to. And still lots to play for. What we need to do now is take the positives from the performance today, and there's so many of them, and then obviously build on that going forward, and using the disappointment and the frustration that we feel today, and using that as a positive to take forward, because we played well. We played well today. Absolutely no doubt about it. El Loco says, let's have a laugh, guys. We're now officially the dirtiest team in the UK. 2 red cards for man and women's size in a weekend. Well, yeah, we probably are, actually, yeah. Terry says, leaves a bad taste in the mouth. It does. Ag says, come on, Arsenal, go win the Champions League. Well, yeah, we need to channel this frustration in the right way, is what we need to do. And if we do that, then, you know, I'm pretty sure we can still come away with success this season. And I say we did enough today to show me that we can do something special still this season. We can. You know, the league title, even if we won today, was still out of our hands. You know, and let's be honest, most teams in the WSL aren't good enough to take points off Chelsea. They're not. We had a chance to do it today. We've been unlucky twice against Chelsea this season, actually. They've got 6 points against us, and they could have ended up with none, or 1 or 2. So it's just the way it goes, isn't it? But, you know, we've shown that we can compete with them, and let's go on and have a successful season still. Matty says they fear us. They fear Arsenal, and that's why they keep mucking us about. Well, I don't know if that's the reason. I'm not sure. But anyway, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's just appreciate how well we played. I think that's important. And let's look ahead and say lots of exciting games still to come. We've still got to try and get in that top 3 as well, haven't we? Which won't be easy now. So we could be down to 4th at the end of this weekend. But there you go. Ramis says, yes, and we are stronger than them. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Anyway, look, it is what it is. We've lost the game. We can't change it now, can we? But there you go. Steve says more goals conceded than Chelsea. Well, yeah, but I think over the 2 games, when it comes to the difference is the only real difference is because of how aggressive Chelsea are. It means they can bully most teams in the WSL, so they're going to win most of their other games. But we've proven against them twice now, even when we've had various different things going against us. We're a better team. We're a better footballing team. We play better football. And, you know, do we need to add a little bit of that aggression? Maybe we do. I don't want to see us play like Chelsea. Horrible. It's horrible to watch. But obviously it works because they can just bully their way past most teams in this league. Absolutely they can. And when they're not able to, like today, they get help when they need it, don't they? El Loco says the WSL was no longer a target since we lost to Chelsea at the Emirates. Rene's girls are good enough to win the cups. Yeah, no, absolutely, we are. Matty says no McCabe against Chelsea is so frustrating. Yeah, exactly. Steve says, are you biased? Well, are you biased? Some of the comments that you've made seem to suggest you're slightly biased towards Chelsea. You can't tell me today Chelsea were a better team because they wasn't. They wasn't. It was a very even game. It was a very even game. And Chelsea apparently are the best team ever to play football, and we matched them in this game. We matched them at the Emirates. In fact, we were the better team at the Emirates. We matched them today, and that's the way it is. Steve, if the same penalty had been given to Arsenal, would you say that's not a penalty? Well, yes, I would, because I've always said this. I mean, I don't suppose you watch the channel too much, being a Chelsea fan. But I always say whenever Arsenal get a penalty, I always look at it and say, how would I feel if that was given against us? And I look at it and think, well, if I would be slightly annoyed that that was given against us, then I don't think that I can't be happy it was given for us. I suppose you take it because you think, well, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? We've got a penalty, but there was one. Kai Havertz got one for the men's team against Man United in the FA Cup. That wasn't a penalty. I said it wasn't a penalty. He dived. There was no doubt about it. So I'll say it as it is. I'll say it as it. That I can understand. Maybe looking at the replay, you can understand why maybe a ref has given it, but it wasn't a penalty because Kim Little got the ball first, got a touch on the ball first, and that is the crucial thing. So you got a touch on the ball, and then Lauren James just fell over her leg. It's not a penalty, and it wouldn't have been a penalty if Arsenal got it. Of course, we'd have taken it. The referees give it; they're not going to change their mind. We'll just take it and say okay. But I would say it wasn't a penalty, like I did with a Kai Havertz one the other week. So yeah, I try not to be biased. Obviously, I think us as Arsenal fans today are angry after that game, the referee's performance. I think we're all angry, but it doesn't mean we're not going to be biased. We try not to be biased. El Loco says McCabe got a red card for talking to the ref. You couldn't wait to give him a pen all game. Is that what she? When she said that, then that's not worthy of a red card, is it? Obviously the referee will put something different in her report to say she was swore at or called her cheat or whatever it is, which knowing Katie McCabe, she probably did say words like that. It wouldn't surprise you, would it? But yeah, when she let some of those tackles go without a yellow card, seems strange. It does seem strange that that would be the case. But anyway, the game's done. It's finished the way it's finished. We'll be frustrated. We'll be annoyed for a while, and then we'll move on and look forward to the game on Wednesday. Against Bristol City in the FA Cup at Meadow Park. We'll be here, of course, for that one. It's a 7:15 kickoff. We'll be about 7:30, maybe a little bit later. There's one or two things I've got to do first. But yeah, we'll be here for that one on Wednesday. So join us for that. Friday, of course. It's going to be quite an interesting Arsenal women's show Friday, isn't it? 7:30, because we're going to be looking back at this game against Chelsea, looking back at the Bristol City game, and of course, previewing the double header coming up against Manchester City in the league next Sunday, and in the Carabao Cup semi-final. So lots to look forward to. Because I don't mind seeing us lose, but being cheated out of a game. So exactly. I mean, I can take losing. You don't mind, but today we didn't deserve to lose, and to lose in that manner, it makes it even worse. Rahima says our game was very good indeed. I love it. Gooners forever. Indeed, it was. We played really well today, but we've lost the game. Doesn't matter where we've played ultimately, does it? We've got nothing from it. And that's the way it's gone. So, but anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Ryan says that we move on to the next one. Indeed, we move on to the next one. Exactly, we do, which is Wednesday against Bristol City in the FA Cup. Let's take it out on them, eh? Let's score 10 goals against them, make us feel a bit better. Terry says things must be bad. Even I'm giving Renee another week in the job. I think she deserves another week in the job, Terry. I do, honestly, for that performance. But yeah, I mean, we have to look forward now, and it's a big game to look forward to, isn't it? Of course it is. The FA Cup. We need to have a decent run in that. We've got a good opportunity now, haven't we? 2 games at home to Championship teams to come, starting on Wednesday. But let's not take them for granted. Let's go out there and beat them first. Lots of changes to the team, I'm sure. And then, of course, Man City next weekend. Steve said, I said Arsenal was a better team. Well, yeah, fair enough. I'm glad that you can see that. And I'm glad it's not just us as Arsenal fans that saw it that way. And I thought we were the better team, actually. But anyway, we've lost the game. So it doesn't matter if we're the better team or not. Ultimately, it's irrelevant, isn't it? We've lost the game and Chelsea got the result that they needed with a little help from their friend. But anyway, look, yeah. Arsenal played well, and I think we need to take the positives from that moving forward. And if we do, we've still got a chance to win some big trophies this season. Steve said there, Chelsea wasn't at the races, but we know how to win. Well, the referee knew how to make you win. Yeah, absolutely. Rahima says there, why I don't see our teams in Adobe Cup. Yeah, we are. We're in it. We're playing on the FA Cup, the Adobe FA Cup on Wednesday night against Bristol City. Terry says, Richard, have a good rest of your weekend and we see you all soon. Come on, you good girls. Indeed. Greg says, Bright got player of the match. It should have been Russo. It should have been the referee, actually, for Chelsea. The referee was Chelsea's best player. Russo had a great game for Arsenal. Of course, Steph Catley as well was brilliant today. But anyway, look, it's done. We can go on about it all night if we want to. It's not going to change anything. We've lost the game, and that's it. So we just need to say, right, okay, look, it is what it is. Let's move on and move on to the next one. So thanks for watching the show. Please give us a like and subscribe before you go. And of course, don't forget, Wednesday night we are here for the FA Cup game against Bristol City. Kicks off 7:45. We'll be here for that one. Friday, the Arsenal women's show. Next Sunday. It's a double header, isn't it? Arsenal, Man City. The women are kicking off early, then the men kick off in the afternoon. Going to be a busy day Sunday, isn't it? Dean says, catch you all on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yes, enjoy. Ryan says, yes, ref was playing a match. I thought so. Thank you guys for watching. So I'll see you Wednesday. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't let this spoil it for you. Greg says, great show. See you all next time. Steve says, it's all good. On to next season for the Arsenal. Well, no, there's still lots to play for this season, my friend. Still lots to play for. Terry says, Greg, have a great weekend. And all in the chat, please remember to hit the like and subscribe. Indeed, please do that. But Arsenal still got a lot to play for this season. It's not over. The league might be over, but there's still 3 more cups. And I'm sure we can win 1 or 2 of them. Wouldn't it be good if Arsenal can play Chelsea in the final of that League Cup again? Because we'll be slightly more fired up for that game, I think. Certain Katie McCabe will be certainly fired up for that game, won't she? Anyway, that's all to come in the future. We've lost today. We feel frustrated. We didn't deserve to lose. But there you go. Steve said, WS is complete. So we're actually 9 points clear at the top because Man City is second, but you're 10 points clear of us. It is. You've won the league. Fair play to you. You know, you've won the league again, but we'll be back. We've shown that you're not better than us. And we will show that again, I'm sure, over the next seasons to come. And that's what's going to happen, isn't it? Let's be obvious. Aggie says, not with the same referee. Exactly, yeah, not with the same referee. It wouldn't be 10 points clear now. Anyway, look, it's done. We will see you Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching. It was a great performance from Arsenal. It was a great game overall until the last 5 minutes when the referee decided to become the star of the show. But anyway, we won't worry too much about that, will we? Well played, Arsenal, today. Well done, Rene, for your coaching of this team, the tactical performance that they produced. The team produced a win, and we was denied it by various different reasons. But we'll take that, move on, and win on Wednesday. Join me Wednesday for the FA Cup game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and the start of a new week. The last week in January. As soon as this month's out of the way, the better, because it's not been great, is it? But spring's coming, nicer weather's coming. So, yeah, it's going to be good. Good times are coming for the Arsenal women as well. I think we've seen that today. We can see the good times are coming back. So let's look forward to all of that kind of stuff. And I will see you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.